All sports, all plays. 365, we're making up plays. You talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. Hitting the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays.
What happened?
Yeah, wrong intro, Jay.
No, that was the right intro.
I don't know.
That was the right intro.
Something went
crazy with it. We're going to try it again. Hey,
all sports, all plays.
Here we go.
All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we're making up plays. You talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. Hitting the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays. Like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays.
All right. First off, I just want to say Joe Stevens was supposed to be on this evening. We hyped it up. We promoted it up. We did everything we could. And then, unfortunately, he had a wedding to go to, so I don't foresee him coming on tonight's show. I apologize for the inconvenience, but it is what it is. And we try to get guests on of that caliber, and sometimes it works and sometimes it don't. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get the show started with my best friends, my family, Logan Landers and Frankie The Yankee. We're going to start it off with Logan first. Logan, say what's up to the people.
What's going on, everyone? Missed y'all this week. Was at a friend's house Tuesday, was coming back Thursday, and then Jay, I was supposed to be back at about 5 o'clock Eastern Standard, but you know very well, Atlanta traffic is no joke. I was in there for about an hour and a half extra, and I was not able to make it, unfortunately, but I'm back on Saturday's show. We got some good topics tonight. Glad to have Frankie on as well.
Frankie the Yankee, as well as the Yankees are playing, and let's be honest, the Yankees are on a 5-game winning streak. They came off of a 10-game winning streak with a few
11.
A few maybe losses in between. But the Yankees are playing at a very good level right now. What's up, my brother?
You give me the proper introduction right now.
And I introduce to you Frankie the Yankee, the true Spanish god.
Is that better? Acknowledge him.
Amazing. Acknowledge me, everyone, right now. I feel great. It's good to be back. Baseball is going on. The Yankees are right now down 1-0 at the bottom of the third. This is a really slow baseball game. We're already an hour in, and it's just the bottom of the third, guys. But, Jay, I love how you acknowledged my Yankees. Let me rephrase it. We were on a 11-game winning streak before that got snapped, but now are currently at a 5-game winning streak. But I'm going to acknowledge Jay's team as well. My team is not only the hottest team right now, it's also the Astros, who are also the hottest team, sitting at an 11-game winning streak also. So don't be surprised, ladies and gentlemen, if you see the Astros versus the Yankees 2017 rematch in the ALCS, baby.
And we already got some comments rolling in, Jay. Matt.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'm in between shares.
He said the Yankees have no shot in the playoffs.
Ooh, Frankie! Frankie,
playoffs.
shots fired early. Frankie, shots fired early. Yankees have no shot in the playoffs. 0 pitching for playoff ball. By the way, Matt Twining, if you don't know, I met Matt earlier today at Debilation Brewery, sharing some beers with me and Melanie. So Frankie.
Oh, no wonder he's saying that, because he's
hold on now, Frankie.
Jay's hyping him up.
Frankie, do not be mean to Matt. I will not allow it. You can speak your piece, but don't be rude.
Listen, no, I'm gonna be as rude as I want, Jay. He want to come in here and disrespect my Yankees. The very first comment of Unscripted, and he's gonna get Frankie the Yankee. Mr. Mark or Mike Twine or whatever the hell your name is.
It's Twining. It's Twining, Frankie. It's Matt Twining. That's his name.
I don't care. All right, listen, you must be drunk right now. Don't disrespect my team. You're only mad because we probably swept your team in a series, and your team is probably going to be in last place. But before I even go on and talk more trash to you, I want to know what's your team. I want to know that.
That's true. Okay, we'll give it that. Hold on, Frankie. Matt, if you can, please put your team in the comments so we can see who it is. And Matt, we're not trying to depict you. We're not out here for that. Frankie's a little butthurt right now because he loves his Yankees.
There's nothing to be butthurt when you're the best team in baseball, baby.
He said, "Hello, Damien." He said, "Go White Sox." And then he says, "I'm a baseball player. Be rude, but no shot."
Wow. And you know what? I think he is a baseball player. Matt, if you don't mind me asking, who's your baseball team, Matt? Who's your professional baseball team? I'm assuming since you're in Georgia, it's got to be the Braves, but I don't know. So go ahead and put that in the comment section for us. Frankie, you be nice, damn it.
I'm about to say, we've already lost many of our unscripted faithful because of comments by Frankie. We love
Frankie. We love Frankie. And then Matt Twining says the Guardians. Hey, he's a Cleveland guy. Oh, that's right.
In Atlanta.
He did. He told me that. Frankie,
look at Jay with the top tier memory right there.
Frankie, he's from Cleveland, Ohio.
I'm out of here. I'm done.
Guardians aren't that bad. Guardians aren't that bad.
For one, tell your team to try and find a real name. 2, tell your team to actually beat the Yankees because I'm pretty sure we swept you guys. I'm pretty sure that's why you're upset. And 3, you're a Guardians fan? Ha! You made my tummy tickle with that.
You made my tummy. Frank, you're an asshole.
Guys,
you're an asshole.
I will say, Jay, I brought up Mickey Delaney, and just like clockwork, he's in our comments. He said the Yankees.
You know what? And Mickey Delaney. And Mickey Delaney knows that the Houston Astros are the best thing since sliced bread. And he's been in my DMs constantly telling me about Seattle. And where the hell is Seattle now? Let's just be honest. Where's Seattle? Ain't nobody talking about Seattle.
Exactly why I don't even want to get into. Mikey's team is like literally way below our level, Jay. Way below.
Hey, David Hernandez says Guardians of the. Hey, he says Guardians of the Galaxy, and then Big Shot Rob, Reverend Rob says, "My guys, what's up, Reverend Rob?" All right, listen, guys. Hey, listen, we about to get into this. We about to get into this. I'm ready. Are y'all guys ready to get into this? I'm ready to get into this. Now, listen, we're not going straight into the playoffs. We're not going to do that. We can do it, but we're not going to do that because there's a couple of things that we've got to get cleared up first and foremost. And here's the things we got to get cleared up.
I'm scared.
And these are the things that I think we need to get cleared up. Deion Sanders has come out and said about the NIL, right? Mm-hmm. Which is talking about the images and likenesses of the players and the endorsements that they're getting, the money that they're getting at the college level. He says, hey, NCAA, we got a problem. We got a problem. Now, at the Power 5 level, it's not a problem because Nick Saban and those types of coaches that are making the millions that they're making, it's not a problem that their quarterback is making $1 or $2 or $3 million in endorsements. It's not a problem because he has the coaching staff. He has the wherewithal to deal with these types of athletes. But we bump it down to, let's say, a Jackson State under, Deion Sanders, unless they're Power 5 school, they don't have that. So my question to you is this. I do think it's a problem for NCAA. The problem is that, number one, I do think athletes should be paid for what they do because, let's be honest, the university is getting their money off of their backs. The problem comes into how do the coaches, if you don't give them more money in their increment or make their coaching staffs bigger or more deeper or more experienced to deal with the professional / student athlete, How do we overcome that at the lower school level that don't make the Nick Saban money? And I'm going to give you guys each an opportunity to address that, starting with Logan.
I don't know. I mean, I have no idea what the heck you're supposed to do, Jay. I mean, we knew this was going to be a situation because obviously, if you look at schools like, Alabama, Georgia's, the big name schools in D1, of course they're going to make more money than the smaller schools in the world. And even though Jackson State does have Dion and is an HBCU, I mean they're not generating probably half the amount of money that the bigger name schools are, and I mean that's going to be a problem. Getting some of the bigger recruits, having them stay, having them not leave because the NIL deals are just so lucrative that kids are going to be wanting to get paid, and that's why you're seeing athletes switch schools so often. I mean, there's a ton of quarterbacks, ton of just players in the transfer portal. But for Jackson State, I don't know if I'd be complaining too much, Jay, because let's not forget they got the number one recruit in the nation this past recruiting season. So I don't know what you would do to help out the money. I mean, that's a really tough situation. I don't know the first idea, but we knew this was going to happen. I'm not surprised. I mean, obviously, the big name schools are going to get paid more. They're going to want to hand out more money than Jackson State and a bunch of other smaller schools that not many people tend to think of. So it is what it is. I mean, I understand Dion's concerns and why he doesn't like it, but I mean, what do you suppose we do?
No, I get that. Trust me. I think everybody gets it. And I think Dion is coming out with the perfect, hey, look, guys, this is happening. Why are we not addressing this? And it is something that's got to, at some point, be addressed. No, hey, trust me. I'm bringing him in, but I have not introduced him yet. Pride, don't say nothing. I can give you a proper introduction before I bring you into the conversation. So hold on one moment. And God, I'm glad you're here, though, Pride. Frankie, college coaches, Deion Sanders says Power Fives are able to deal with the NIL. Below Power Five have a struggling issue with the NIL because they don't make the money that those players are making. How do they equip? How do they do things? Deion says we got to make the coaching staff bigger and deeper and more experienced to deal with these athletes. What do you think?
I think this college money shit should just be done and over with. Like, clearly, some are upset, some are not. I don't know where Deion Sanders is trying to go with this, but Jackson is obviously one of those low-ranked colleges that are not going to get the most money like those top colleges that are obviously out there. And then I agree with what Matt said earlier, where he said, athletes shouldn't be paid. College athletes is correct. They shouldn't be paid. They should be paid when they go into the professional leagues. In college, you're there for school, and you're there, obviously, you've got a scholarship for football and stuff. But, I mean, if you want to make your money, the colleges are just going to be taken. And I'm pretty sure we spoke about this many times when they actually are not accepted, student athletes to make money and stuff like that. I just think it's dumb for Deion Sanders to come out and say what he got to say. Like, you're not going to get what you want, bro.
No, I feel you. And then Pride. If you don't know, Pride is part of the ASAP network. He's our special guest. We love having this guy on because he's really extremely smart when it comes to the sports world, and he has a hell of a good personality. I really love this guy. He's amazing, and I'm not kissing his ass. He really is good. And Pride, I want to get your opinion. Well, first of all, Pride, say what's up to the people.
First of all, thank you for that introduction. It makes me feel special. Logan, Frankie, my gentleman, how are you doing? By the way, I'm in Connecticut, pussies.
Hey.
If anybody wants to smoke, I'm in CT. What up?
Hey, I know, man. Frankie's already smoking, so you can probably pass it on to him. Connecticut and New York aren't that far from each other, and I'm really surprised that y'all haven't already linked up Pride.
Well, I'm glad you actually said that. I'm glad you said that.
Pride, hold on now. Hey, listen, Frankie, we got a long show here, man, so let's keep it rolling. Pride, I gotta get your opinion on this, man. Deion Sanders comes out and says the NIL and Power 5 are good to go. But the NCAA has a problem for schools that are below Power 5 level that don't necessarily make the money of the NIL students, and they don't have necessarily the coaching staff or the experience to deal with this type of new hybrid athlete. What do you think should be done, or what do you make of this, Pride?
Well, so let me just start off with, because Frankie said, "What's the point of saying nothing? Of saying something? Because you're not going to get your way." I do get where you're coming from, but we also got to remember who this is. This is Deion Sanders. If he wants to say something, he's going to say it regardless of something's going to change or not. He's going to bring light to the issue, right? Now, I do agree with him. The problem, though, is that there's nothing you can really do, because think about it. A lot of young recruits, where do they want to go? They want to go to a big name place, whether it's a big name due to coaching, big name due to school, or a combination of the two, right? Like, think about it. Deion Sanders is he is basically the selling point. He's basically like, if Duke wasn't prestigious, it's still Coach K. So you still want, before he stepped down, you want to go and play for Coach K, for Kentucky. John Calipari, he, in terms of the college basketball community, he's got a very highly respected name and he's very highly regarded. If we're gonna go back to college football, Nick Saban could go wherever he wants. If I'm mistaken, who was it? Coach Riley went to USC, who was under 500, and he took everyone and their moms with him. So it's like, it really comes down to the name. I do get where Deion Sanders is coming from, and on paper, I agree with him, and in principle, I want to rock with him. I really do want to rock with him in principle. But the problem, though, is when it comes to these tournaments, they don't not even the tournaments, but the overall, especially in football, they don't care about the quality of the game. Right. They don't care. It's more along the lines of, okay, the big names are going to be respected no matter what. Like, Alabama could be a 4-loss team and still be in the top 4, and they'll give you an excuse. Because
Pride, let me ask you this, Pride. I know where you're going with that, but this is really the question that comes down to. This is what I want to know from you specifically. If you're a guy that's at a lesser-known university, like I said, below Power 5 level, let's take University of Houston, for example, right? Let's just take UVA as an example. And you got a guy, let's say your quarterback's a UIL. I don't know what University of Houston pays their coaches, but I'm pretty sure it's probably in the 6 figures. I don't think they're quite in the 7. If they're in the 7 figures, maybe it's a long-term deal. But it's a basic city school. And you as a coach, Pride, you don't make 6 figures, or maybe you make close to $1 million a year, but you've got a quarterback who's making $3 million. How do you coach a guy like that? Because he's a student athlete, but at the same, how do you coach him?
Easy. Bench his ass. Do what I do. You disrespect me in any way, shape, or form, you can go ahead and make that $3 million. I promise you, when you get to the league, I promise you I can make you earn less. Like, I understand, the players are getting paid, but at the end of the day, they still got to commandeer some respect from the coach. You want to know why? Because the coach can bench him. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. It only takes one game for people to look at you funny.
And I agree with that. I really, truly agree with that. I do. Because you know why? And here's the beautiful thing, Pride. The damn $1 million that he got ain't coming from the university. It's coming from a third damn party.
Exactly. So it's
not even affecting the freaking university if they do that.
Which is why I don't think it's going to be that much of a massive, drastic deal in terms of the coaching. Because, again, the coaches aren't the ones, the school isn't paying them. That's not them. They can make $3 million, but at the same time, that also depends, because a lesser-known guy isn't touching that. You see what I'm saying? So, right. You know what I mean? So that's kind of where it's regardless of how much you get paid at the end of the day, let's say you got a guy make a college guy. I know this is ridiculous, but let's be dramatic, and let's say there's a guy making $25 million a year, right? Say there's a college kid making $25 million a year, and there's a college coach making only $2 million a year. At the end of the day, that $2 million is heavier than that $25 million. And the reason why I say that is because that $2 million can bench you quick, fast, and in a hurry. And in 2 weeks,
that's right. That's right.
So that's kind of where the athletes who make that money, they need to be smart, because at the end of the day, if my coach benches me, these cute deals I have that's bringing me this $25 million can get cut so fast to the point that I'm back to playing for chump change yet again. And for players, that matters. If you have a couple kids making a couple million in college, and all of us, they lose minutes, they lose snaps, they lose touches. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a problem. Look at Michigan State. Look at Michigan, bro. I think it's Michigan State, the one Jim Harbaugh. Like, bro, they're a run first offense. Think Pat McNamara's all of a sudden gonna be like, oh yeah, let's keep running the ball, team. Like, nah, eventually that he gonna want to start slinging some throws himself, But again,
No, I get it. Trust me, I get it. You're right. I don't have an argument with what you're saying. I'm actually in agreement. Real quick, number one, Matt Twining. Hey, listen, if you want to come on and do a guest spot with us, because I do know you for a fact, and I do know you're a sports guy, and I know you're a legit guy. If you want to come on and do a sports, guest spot with us, we're gonna have you. I don't think any of us would not have you to get your fresh perspective on sports. So I'll get with you in the DMs, and we'll get you on the show on a day that's convenient for you. But real quick, let me digress a little bit. He says athletes shouldn't get paid. They get a free ride. Get over it. Most schools lose money on athletes. It's true, but at the same time, Matt, and I think we all agree, I don't know if anybody's going to disagree, the schools make a shit ton of money off the athletes. And let's be honest, if an athlete gets hurt or if they take a career-ending injury, that's pretty damn significant. So if they want to take the NIL money and make that little bit of change, I'm pretty sure, and I don't know anybody on this panel, but if you give me $1 million damn, I can make my life okay. I can survive on $1 million. I can invest it. I can do whatever. I'll find the right guys. $1 million, $2 million, and I'm good. So I don't think anybody's going to go against that. Then we kind of go on down to, he says, Yankees try to win the World Series. Dodgers are better lately. Frankie, I'm not going to lie to you, man. I'm not going to lie to you, Frankie.
That's true. But you know what? The Dodgers
I kind of look at that. And Frankie, I'm going to let you speak to this. He says the Dodgers are a little bit better than the Yankees. And again, Frankie, short comments, but how do you address that?
That's true. But yet the Yankees don't have woman beaters. So move on.
Isn't Chapman still on your team, Frankie?
Hey, shut up.
He said nobody cares about Michigan. Go to OSU. Hey, listen, OSU, Michigan, both those schools have had pretty good runs. If you're talking about football, at least, both those schools have had really good runs battling up. So, yeah, I definitely agree to that. And I think the last one I wanted to get to is athletes. I believe I got to that one already. Did I miss anything? PPC, keep it. Let me tell you something, Mickey. You got to stop riding the whole cheating thing. That was 2017. We're 2022. And guess what, Mickey? We're still freaking number one. So shut your mouth. And I love you. I love you, Mickey. But shut your mouth.
I feel the love radiating off of you, Jay.
Hey, I'm just saying. Hey, look, I feel the love, but damn it, shut your mouth. Because let's be honest. We're beyond. Look, Frankie, tell me if you're not beyond 2017 and we're still on top. Let's gotta say something. Do we?
Yeah,
would you not agree?
Yeah, we're done and over with that shit. I mean, 2017. I just like to keep bringing it up to Jay because I've earned that right. All right, but it's done and over with. I mean,
let me ask you this, Frankie. Hey, look, Frankie, we're beyond all that. I got another question, and I'm not trying to cut you off, Frankie. But I'm trying to cut you off because I've got a question for you. Frankie. I'm not trying to be rude. I don't want to say the other word I'm trying to think of because it's a family show. So I'm trying to keep the verbiage clean. But I'm not trying to be rude. But I got a question. I have a question for you, and I want to get your opinion. Giancarlo will get injured at some point, according to Matt Twilling, and that's true, Frankie. Look, let's be honest, Frankie. And I want you to address it because it is a good note, Frankie. We know that Stanton is injury prone. We know that Judge is injury prone. We know that from past. How do you feel about your Yankees going forward in terms of injuries? Let's be honest. It's put on the table. What do you think?
Well, after all the games that I've seen this year, the Yankees have been playing them real smart. So they've been playing Giancarlo Stanton right now. He's been playing one hell of a series against the White Sox. 2 days in a row, he's hit home runs, 2-run home runs. Right now, he's playing pretty good. So it's still early in the season. Yes, they are injury prone, but the way the Yankees are playing them, and I'm seeing it, is really smart. They're giving them rest at least like after every 3 games or so. If they continue to do that, then I believe that the Yankees with Aaron Judge and Stan can go far, without getting injured this year. They just need to not. I feel like the last couple of years they've just been playing them like nonstop because they've been forcing it. They know that we need to be where we used to be because we're the Yankees. But if you play them smart like you're doing now, and thank you for rudely interrupting with your nasty ass burp. But if you play them the way you're doing it now, it's gonna come down to.
I'm sorry. That is an Astros response. And Frank, I'm not trying to cut you short. Look, at the end of the day, man, let's be honest, man. This baseball season, it hasn't been very long. It's been, we're kind of already at the very, cusp of the beginning of the season. Let's be honest. We haven't played enough games to really say it's a season. But I will say this. From all divisions, from the top down, New York and LA really are putting up quite the performances. I mean, honestly, LA is putting up a good performance. New York's put up a good performance. I mean, and Astros are, we went down to the bottom. Now we're at the freaking top. I mean, let's be honest. The Angels have arisen from poverty to now doing really well. So baseball, if you look at it at the beginning of the season, there's a lot of really good teams coming out and playing hard. And I'm really excited about baseball as we go forward. Real quick, and this is the last question I have because we got to get into the show. But the last question I have is on Kyrie Irving, Nike not extending his shoe deal. What does that say about Kyrie, the fact that Nike is kind of backing away from him in his shoe deal? And I'm going to go from the bottom up. And I'm going to start with our special guest, Pride. Kyrie's not getting his shoe deal renewed with Nike. What does that mean? What does that say about Kyrie Irving?
So this just lets you know that the stuff that Kyrie is saying, message isn't coming across how he wants it to come across.
Right. Exactly.
Now he wants to portray himself as this social justice warrior, right? Now, regardless of whether or not you agree with his cause or not, the fact that you have Nike, who is one of the most open-minded companies, let's be honest, when nobody wanted to touch Colin Kaepernick, Nike said, we'll take you on with that negative PR.
Yeah, they did.
The entire Black Lives Matter movement, Nike has been there. I'm not saying this to get political. What I'm saying is Nike shows you if you're a social justice warrior, we'll hear out your message, and if you bring out your message in an appropriate fashion, we'll pick you up, no problem. They showed you that when they were the only company who was continuously talking about Colin Kaepernick, and when they were the only team, the only place that was willing to sign him to a sponsorship deal. For Kyrie Irving, for Nike to turn away means one of two things. Either A, Kyrie Irving is not, he's basically he's not about what he's preaching, or he's preaching about it in the wrong way.
Right.
Whichever route you want to go, it doesn't matter. But for Nike, one of the most open-minded sponsorship places in terms of, now I'm not saying Nike is perfect, but if you have a message, Nike will hook you up. When Serena Williams was feeling disrespected because she said no one respects it because I'm a woman, Nike picked her up and they let her push that message. With Chris Paul now doing the entire thing where it's like, yo, we're pushing for equality, they picked that up. So for Kyrie Irving not to get picked up and he's out here basically trying to say, oh yeah, I got a message, that just lets you know at the bare minimum, he's putting the message across the wrong way. And like I said, I don't care whether or not you agree with him. I don't care if you think he's right. I don't care if you think he's wrong. The fact of the matter is, either he's got the wrong message or the wrong delivery. And based on some of the stuff he says, I just think it's the delivery. I honestly, if you're asking me to take a guess, I'm gonna say it's the delivery that he's just
Of course it
struggling
is.
on a little bit.
It has to be.
And the reason why I'm saying it is because on paper it sounds good, but he's scared to take the backlash that some people are gonna get. You know what I mean? Like
right? No,
no
I
matter
get it.
what,
I get it. Yeah.
So that's what I think. I do think it's a big deal because again, Nike is open-minded, and for them to say no, that is a concern. But at the same time, we also have to look at it. Is it that it's the wrong message or the wrong delivery? Because what I think people are going to do, they're going to look at this and say, oh, yeah, look, Nike doesn't want him. You see, he really wasn't one of us or whatever the case may be. And what I'm saying is, look, and again, you guys know my thoughts on Kyrie Irving and the entire vaccine thing. So you know I'm not 100% on Kyrie's side. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I will say this. I think the reason why Nike is now severing ties with him, I don't think it's his message. I think it's his delivery. His delivery.
I get that. And I don't even think it's a delivery. No, I don't even think it's a delivery, Pride. I think what Kyrie Irving really honestly needs, because look, Kyrie Irving can take whatever stance he wants. He's got enough money. Kyrie don't need no damn money. Honestly, look, Kyrie's good. But let's be honest, if you want to get to the quad, what I mean by the quad is if you want to get to that super mega star, freaking Jay-Z, Bezos, type of money, you need a PR guy that can do due diligence to help you get there. Because Kyrie on his own measure, I don't care how talented he is, Kyrie on his own measure doesn't have the business savvy skills to promote himself to get where he needs to go. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't get it twisted, man. I'm with you. I get what you're saying because you know what I mean. But here's my thing, because there's one comment I want you to pull up. I want you to pull up Damien's comment real quick.
I'll pull it up. I'm sorry. I was all up into you and shit. I'm sorry.
No.
We here at Unscripted are sponsored by Pepsi.
Yeah, I just want to touch on this point because people usually say this as a gotcha moment, right? And they think that usually that as soon as they say this, that they're right. Regardless of why Nike did it, Nike did it. I need you to do me a favor, Damien. At the same time, I want you to look up the 5 other companies that were going through around the same type of accusation, and you let me know which one of them took on Colin Kaepernick. I will save your time. Not a single one.
Ouch.
Not a single one. So you can't sit there and tell me that it's just because of that when you actually look into it and you see that the other companies were doing the same. They're going through the same.
I get it. I agree. I agree with you.
You know how
I'm just saying for Damien. I'm not saying you're disagreeing with me.
No, Damien. Look, I love Damien. Look, I'm not going to disrespect Damien because he's a loyal follower.
No,
I like a lot of followers, but at the same time, yes, is Damien on marijuana acid? God knows what Damien is really on. But we love Damien.
I'm not saying this to be mean to him or nothing because I know
it's okay. No, be mean. Pride, be mean. It's okay.
Jay's just an instigator. I swear to God.
Even to this day, Nike, what people don't realize is that racism thing, Nike's still going through it. They're still going through it to this day. So you can't use that as an excuse. And now they're going to drop Kyrie Irving, who arguably is one of the most vocal African Americans in the world, regardless if you agree with the message or not.
That's how you know it's new.
Right. So it's like, you can't just blame it. That's all I'm saying. Again, I'm not trying to come at Damien. I'm trying to be nice because, every time I'm mean, people get sensitive and then they go tell their sister.
Listen, you're unscripted. We don't care about that bullshit. Hey, we're going to move up. Pride, I love you, but I got to move up. Frankie the Yankee. Listen, man. Look,
I'm just gonna say one thing.
He says you're smoking. We all know you smoke, Frankie. Frankie, we all know you smoke, and so we're not gonna address that necessarily. But I do want to hear your comments or your thought process on Nike and Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with most of what Jay or what Pride said.
I think Pride makes a good argument.
Like everything that Pride said literally was like the nail on the coffin on him.
Yeah,
but I'm also, stop cutting me off. Stop cutting me off, damn it. I'm sick of you cutting me off, Jay.
Look what you did.
I love you.
I am gonna agree with Pride. He hit everything. Everything he said was like straight nail to the coffin. But I'm gonna make Pride even more happy. And the reason they also backed off on him was because him and his team got swept by the Boston Celtics. That's also another reason why.
Say that one more time. Say that one more
Yeah,
time.
that's right. Him and the trashiest player, KD, and the Brooklyn Nets got swept by the Boston Celtics.
Say that one more time.
That's-
Just for that.
Don't
just for
worry,
that-
hey,
just
Pride,
that
you're going to get
sponsorship
plenty of accolades in the future topics. Let's just chill for a minute.
Give all that sponsorship money to my boy Jason Tatum. He deserves it.
I got to move up to Logan. Logan, hey, look, man, Nike, Kyrie, what do you got, man?
Yeah, I mean, I'm with all what Pride said. You know, I get that he has a message, but he has conveyed it in probably one of the worst ways possible. He's turned pretty much every single media outlet in America onto him, and not in a good way. Everyone is turned against this dude, and it is not looking good. I mean, it's just been rough for him. It's been a rough year. He didn't do nothing for the season. Obviously, we all know the whole COVID stuff that he was firmly against it, which, you know, if that's for you, that's fine. But he didn't go about it in the best way possible. And that's why I think Nike's just decided to cut him.
Jay, why'd you put that up?
Whoa. Damien, keep it friendly here.
Hey, listen.
Hey, Mikey, can you look up on Google and remind me how many wins you guys got against the Yankees last year?
Hey, hold on now. Hold on. We're not going down that rabbit hole. Listen, I put up all comments. I don't give a damn.
We know.
You want to say Jay likes Nyla? I thought Nyla was a woman. She turned out to be a man. It is what it is.
Jay, she's a woman.
Look, I'm a married man. I'm a heterosexual. It is what it is.
I'm
Okay.
gonna put it to you this way, yo. Y'all can say whatever y'all want. Just leave Vicky Guerrero fine ass alone. That's all.
Hey, listen, I'm
might
not
have to
messing with
drop
Vicky
out,
Guerrero,
man.
but we do
Pride.
got to move this along. Hey, look,
Pride.
guys, hold on, time out now. We got to move this along a little bit, and we're going to break it down between the NBA playoffs round 2, and I do want to start off with the Heat and 76ers. And obviously, you know that the the Heat, 99-90, took out the Sixers, are going to advance to the Eastern Conference Finals. And I got some questions about this. And the reason why I want to bring this up to you is there's questions around Harden. Doc Rivers, Daryl Morey has already said that Doc is coming back. Harden, if they can work out a deal, is coming back, and so forth. And let me ask you this before I get into this topic. I got sub questions. Now listen, guys, we got a long show to go, so I don't want these questions to run long.
Oh my God! Then stop asking these questions.
Stop it! But I need short answers.
You have to, Frank.
No, time out now. I need short answers. Harden is up for contract. What do we give Harden going into next year as a contract? I'm thinking
Jay, that's its own topic. We got that later in the show.
All right, you know what? That'll be a different show. We'll get that on a different show. I'm not gonna ask that. That'll be a Saturday show. So we'll get it that Saturday.
It's on the slides.
It's on later. We're gonna talk about it later.
Our later topics. It's what we're gonna give Kyrie and
I love this country.
Okay.
What a good time to be alive.
Honestly.
Stop thinking
Yes,
my life.
sir.
Frankie. That's what I'm gonna come down there and I'm gonna slap you in the ball sack. Stop thinking my life.
Why? What the?
Whoa.
This show's
Pause.
taking a turn for the worse right now.
Does Embiid lack of production take away from his legacy or even his name being in MVP conversation? That's where I want to start. That's what I Hold on, guys. Hold on now. I'm out. I need you to take a tactical pause. I need you to take a tactical pause.
We can't
The
cut you off.
question.
Go ahead, Jay.
Tactical pause. The question for Logan, Frankie, and Pride is this. Given what Embiid has produced in the playoffs and the regular season, does it take away, number one, from his legacy, and number two, from his mention in MVP conversation? Now, I understand he should be in MVP conversation. What I mean by that, hold on, time out. What I mean by that is, Joker got MVP, right? Joker got MVP. What I'm saying is this. The question I'm asking is twofold. Number one, how does Embiid and his legacy? And number two, is Joker's nomination for MVP. And given what Embiid has produced, now does it make Joker more valid? Okay.
All right. So Let me just hop in here because
Short
I'm
answer,
the
but
biggest.
That's all right.
I'm the
Pride,
biggest-
go first. I don't care.
Put a
Pride,
I'm
Andy
the
Price
biggest
comment.
Jokic
Take
fan here.
over.
Hold on. I'm the biggest Jokic fan here. I've been screaming that he MVP, right? I'm gonna tell you this shit right now, okay? And I mean this with all due disrespect. If any motherfucker tells me that the reason Joel Embiid didn't deserve MVP and you bring up anything in terms of like playoffs, I swear to God, I'm putting you in your throat. People need to understand it's a regular season award, my guy. What happened in the first round, it don't matter. Jokic could have literally put up 0-0-0-0 straight across the board and played 45 minutes. And guess what? It don't matter. He could have had DNPs. It don't matter. It's a regular season award. Y punto, my guy. And on top of that, I can't believe y'all got me out here defending. Y'all got me defending Joel Embiid. My guy is broken from the neck down, and he out here giving him buckets.
Why are you whispering that? Like you sound like you
Because
don't
I'm in
want to
Walmart,
like.
my guy. Because I'm in Walmart, and I don't want people looking at me como yo estoy como un loco y todo esto, my guy. Because if I get locked up here, yo, I'm screwed. Because I'm not even in my state, my guy. So like, I gotta whisper, my guy. I have to, my nigga. Pero la misma vez, loco, my fault. I just said the
I was kind of wondering why he was whispering, but okay.
Close
Hey,
the
listen.
Bible,
But look, man,
Frankie.
all I'm saying, man, is look, I'm not listen, I'm not gonna kill Embiid. Because at the bare minimum, you can say he went out there and he did everything he could.
Yes.
You cannot say nothing about. You can't say the same thing about any other person on that roster. Because there were times Maxey looked like he was selling. There was time Tobias Harris looked like he was selling. James Harden looked like he was selling. Everyone and their moms on that team at one point looked like they were selling. The only time you can make an argument that Joel Embiid looked like he was quote selling was when my guy had a concussion and they wouldn't let him play. That is the only way you could knock him in any way, shape, or form. But as soon as he healed with that concussion, my guy put a mask on and went out there. So I'm not knocking him. If you knocking him and you got a problem with all this stuff, do me a favor, bro. Turn off the TV, yo. You a Miami Heat fan because that's a stupid casual take right there. And I mean that with all due disrespect because I
get it.
I'm not knocking my boy.
I get that.
Free Embiid. And I'm not even an Embiid fan, but free Embiid.
Jesus.
Hey, listen,
All
I'm
right,
all about
let's
free
keep it
Embiid. Look, I get what Embiid has been through, and I get that. Frankie, my question is this. Hold on. Frankie, calm down. I'm gonna give you your time. But Frankie, my question is this. The Heat were out-rebounded 49-35. But yet their points in the paint were 62-48. Who takes the damn blame for that?
Honestly, Joel Embiid is supposed to be protecting the paint, but what else can Joel Embiid do if James Harden is not shooting 3 points or mid-rangers when he's supposed to? You can't expect Joel Embiid to protect the
Joel
paint.
Embiid is the center. He's the guy that's supposed to get
all right,
you.
but he's also a shooter, Jay.
I get that, but Miami is outscoring you in the paint 62-48. Do you see that as a problem?
Because Joel Embiid cannot protect the paint if he has to force himself to take 3-point shots when they're down by a lot of points. If James Harden is not going to step up and be that person, who else is going to do it?
Mickey, I love you.
All right, we're going to go up to Logan. Logan, yes. I got an issue with that. I understand. We've heard Logan's point of view. We've heard Pride's point of view.
I haven't said anything.
My point of view is this. They lost by 9 points.
He just called me Logan.
Hold on. No, wait a minute now. Calm down, guys. Logan, they lost by 9 damn points. Correct. 9. And they get outscored or they get out-rebounded in the paint. Or excuse me, no. They get outscored in the paint 62-48. Mm-hmm. How do you defend Philadelphia when you're getting outperformed in the paint 62-48?
Well, I mean, it's like Frankie said, when James Harden doesn't make a single shot the second half, you're not going to win a ball game. When Joel Embiid is out there with broken ribs, thumbs, legs, hands, whatever, you're not going to win the game because we already know he's banged up. Heck, if he wasn't in the game, they would have lost by 30. Danny Green tore an ACL. So I don't care if they scored 20 more points in the paint. They were going to lose this game anyways. But as for what you said about the whole MVP thing, I already picked Joker was my MVP. Embiid had a good season. It doesn't matter in the playoffs. We already know this is a regular season award. And I mean, hey, like I said, props to Joel Embiid because if he didn't play, like I said, we know he wasn't there for a game or two with the concussion. But for him to come back even and play those 2 games showed that, he had some fight left in him. But as for the rest of the scrubs on the Sixers, the Tobias Harrises of the world, the James Hardens and their bench, which was putrid, they got to get something going. Because
Logan just called them scrubs. How gangster can he be?
Because Frankie, I have a question for you. Short answer.
I got you, bro. Short question.
What happened to the process? because it ain't no process. You got further last year.
I'll tell you what.
They ain't
I'll
even
tell
made
you
it to
this,
the
Logan.
conference finals.
I'll tell you this, Logan. You want to know why? Because they stopped ringing the bells. Philadelphia couldn't help. They couldn't hear no more bells.
You got a good point.
Hey, real quick,
All right.
fellas. Listen, hey, look, man. Damian Hernandez, I don't know what you're talking about, this Daffy Duck, whatever, man. Hey, look.
Do we need to play that video of Damian again?
Hey, listen, man. No, hey, if Damian thinks I sound like Daffy Duck, then I sound like Daffy Duck. It is what it is. Hey, look, man. I want to move this on to the next series. We got 4 series we got to work through before we get to the rest of the topics. We got the Suns versus the Mavs. The Suns took the loss, or they took the L in this, 86-113. They've evened up the series at 3 games apiece. They're going to go back to Phoenix. The Suns shot at 39%. Mavs shot 45%. You can see where the loss came. Just on the field goal percentage, you can see who took the win. Points in the paint, Suns 44, Mavs 34. I get that they took the win in the paint, but they still lost at the field goal percentage. Turnovers were Suns 22, Mavs 7. So you can see if the Mavs are shooting better and the Suns are committing more turnovers, you kind of see, why this game went the way that it went. The Suns converted 6 of 18. The Mavs converted 16 of 39 from the 3-point line. So you kind of just understand why the Suns lost and why the Mavs won. I don't think the Suns necessarily really won this game. Maybe they took the Mavericks too lightly. But when Paul and Booker combined are 10 of 24 together for 13 and 19 respectively, that kind of tells you, where this team was going in that particular game. Now, granted, 18 did give you 29 on 11 rebounds for 21 points. What's interesting to me, and what I want your guys' perspective on, is the home team has won all 6 games. So Dallas has won at Dallas, Phoenix has won at Phoenix, but neither one has won on the home court or on the away court. So Monty Williams says that he understands the Suns and he understands the Mavs, game plans, what have you. But here's the deal, folks. Based on what you know, based on the facts that I gave you, can the Mavericks ride that momentum off of the win in Dallas, take it to Phoenix, and convert, to 7 and win? Or do you think that it's going to follow the current trend of the home team winning and does Phoenix walk away into the Western Conference Finals to face Golden State? Dallas, Phoenix, who the hell is playing Golden State is really the true question. And I'm going to start that off with Logan.
Well, first off, Anthony Price brings up a good point, Jay. Was that a question or a statement?
It's neither or. I'm just giving the facts, and then I'm asking you guys the question. So I guess, in my opinion, it would be a question.
All right, I'll take that at face value. For the Golden State Warriors, they better hope the Mavericks win. That's a free ride to the finals right there. If Phoenix win, that's going to be a great series. But, I mean, bro, if Dallas wins this, the Suns are just absolutely just the awful, horrible way. You lose against Luka Doncic, and I guess their number 2 is Jalen Brunson? When you have Chris Paul, Devin Booker, and DeAndre Ayton? Horrible, but who knows? They could pull it off tonight and win by 20. It wouldn't surprise me. But I will go with the Suns winning this series. If not, congratulations to the Golden State Warriors. I think they'll advance to the finals with ease.
Do they play tonight? I don't think they play tonight. I thought they play
tomorrow. They play tonight or tomorrow?
Nobody plays tonight. There's no games until Sunday.
So tomorrow. So I'll still pick with the Suns for my pick to win this one and go on against the Warriors. Because that's the series I want to see. Come on.
Frankie?
Well, it's been a really honestly interesting series. We all thought that, I said this on ASAP in the morning, we all thought that the Phoenix Suns was going to win this at least in 5 games. But now it's gotten interesting. It's a 7. Yeah. No home team have lost on their home court. So this got even more interesting. The real thing is, can Dallas pull it off and win in Phoenix? I honestly was going to go with Phoenix to win this series, I still want Phoenix to win the series because, like Logan said, Phoenix versus Golden State will be a more interesting series than Dallas versus Golden State. That'll be an easy entry to the finals for Golden State compared to Phoenix. But Logan, I'm also gonna say what you said. If Phoenix do go on to face Golden State in the next round, but go on to face Golden State the way they have played against Dallas, then Golden State can also have an easy way into the finals by facing Phoenix as well. So let's not sit here and think that we're gonna get a 7-game series between Phoenix and Golden State, because we're getting a series where we thought this was gonna end in 5. The team with the best record in the NBA is going 7 games against a fifth or sixth seed team. So let's not sit here and say that we're gonna get a 7-game series against Golden State and Phoenix. But it would be an interesting one. But I'm gonna go ahead and stick with my prediction, and I think Phoenix are gonna win it at home, only if Scott Frazier isn't officiating that one.
So Frankie has Phoenix. Logan, I'm sorry, I missed your prediction. Who did you have winning Game 7?
He also said Phoenix, Jay.
Did he say Phoenix as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure. Okay. Pride. Phoenix, Dallas? What the fuck?
So much for the family-friendly aspect.
Hey, pardon my French. I'm sorry. Pardon my French. I'm sorry. I've been really, really good at this concept. I apologize. It is family-friendly. Let me do. Yeah. Pride, who do you got?
So first and foremost, I just want to apologize to the Dallas Mavericks, to Luka Doncic, because, like I said, I thought in 5, I thought it was going to be like blowouts, and I thought they were going to. I thought Luka was stealing the game. The fact that they're bringing it to 7, God bless them, bro. God bless them. Look, I still got the. It's so hard to say this with a straight face. It really is. Really so hard to say.
Face.
Yeah, my camera's off, so I got a straight face right now. I'm good. Look, I'm rocking deep with Phoenix. I'm gonna keep with Phoenix. I will say this though. I'm scared because right now what it's starting to look like, the Phoenix Suns right now, man, they're looking demoralized. They you know what? They look like me when my girl tells me to turn my game off. Moralized, dehumanized, bro.
You know, I agree.
But Pride. Hold on now. Pride. I gotta give Rob his credit. Rob was supposed to be on this evening. Rob was gonna be on this evening, and I think things kind of took him away from it. So I want to kind of represent Rob a little bit in this. Rob had predicted and has predicted that Dallas will win this series. Do you think that Rob is off his rocker, or do you think that the Phoenix would really just beat the Mavs?
I'm gonna put it to you this way:
they're one game away from it. When he
told me that, I thought he was stupid. I actually hit up Freddie. I said, we got to get him off the network because I thought it was just stupid, right? Now I apologize. Every time I see Rob, I apologize to him. I said, Rob, I'm sorry. I apologize. And then I told Freddie I ruined myself because, look, I'm rocking with Phoenix only because that was my original pick. You know what I mean? It's my original pick, so I'm still rolling deep with him. Man, Rob definitely saw something because just them going to 7 games, bro. I don't know about y'all. I did not see that coming. That's on everything. I did not see
that. But I will say this,
coming.
Pride, in your defense and a lot of people's defense, when it comes Phoenix to Dallas, if that is in case, Game 7, well, it will be Game 7. I apologize. Is, Powell is a center. Ayton is a center. Ayton is a soft Charmin. I mean, honestly, Ayton is just horrible at the center position because he's a good scorer, but he's very, very soft at defending.
Dang, Jay.
See, I'm not going that hard.
What I'm saying is, look, let's be honest. The X factor. Hold on. The X factor between Dallas and Phoenix really comes down to Powell versus Ayton/McGee. Would you agree or disagree?
I mean, to an extent, because think about, look, man, we need to put this into perspective, though. DeAndre Ayton, and I love him. He don't care right now. Let's be honest.
He don't give a damn.
And it's because he says I deserve money. They don't want to pay him the money. So now look at him. He's like, bet I'm making a point because as soon as I dip, like win or lose don't matter. Y'all dipping if y'all have listen. I understand JaVale McGee's playing nice. We need to shut up with that. We need to relax and pump the brakes because that's a casual take right there. There's no center on that roster that I will be comfortable letting go of DeAndre Ayton. I don't care who you got. Unless all of a sudden overnight you got Nikola Jokic, Joel Embiid, or Karl Anthony Towns on that roster. If you don't got any one of those three, boy, you better sign this man. You better relax.
Right.
And you're also going to need to take into consideration the two players above him are ball dominant.
Right.
They're ball dominant. And the thing is me personally, you know who should be the high scoring player here? It should be DeAndre Ayton, because DeAndre Ayton has a mid-range shot that they have to respect. He has a post game you have to respect. And as soon as he gets down the block, he's got great feet work, as Shaq will call it. So that way he'll be able to go up. He's got great control. He's respectable from the free throw line. So it's like
We've seen it last year.
him. Yeah, bro. Like they need to utilize him more, and they're not. So it's like like people are like, oh yeah, he's being soft. Yo, he's only getting like 12 opportunities to score. And if of the 7 he gets, he's making like 7 or 8. My guy's shooting over 50% from the floor. If you're shooting over 50% of the floor, racking up 20 points, whose fault is it? At some point, we need to start looking at Chris Paul, Devin Booker, and Monty Williams and say, hold on, man. Don't you think in this matchup, you should probably exploit the fact? And the sad part about it is they do. They do, but they do in small doses. And that's the part that gets me frustrated, because they'll go to him 3 times in a row and he'll cook. And then all of a sudden,
let's be honest. Okay, Pride. So based off of what you're saying, and I agree with what you're saying, you know, when you look at Dallas, their 1A, 1B is Brunson and Doncic. And then when you go to Phoenix, you know, of course, it's going to be Paul and Booker. Those are your 1A, 1Bs. So then you go to the C. And for me, the C important factor is down in the paint. You know, with Ayton versus Powell or McGee versus Powell, which is where I really kind of think in Game 7, I think it really comes down to Ayton, McGee versus Powell in that center position as the deciding factor between them. And I got to be honest with you, as much as I love Dallas, as much as I love Texas, I'm a Texas guy. I'm a Texas guy, and I don't have Houston in the fight. I don't. Houston obviously is rebuildable. So I got to go with Dallas, you know, as the lone standing whatever. But I got to be honest with you, man. The game number 1 is in Phoenix. And number 2, it's Ayton versus Powell, McGee versus Powell. And I do think that because of that's the factor point between them, I think Phoenix takes it just on that alone.
I'm going to tell you this way. I'm going to tell you this right now. And I mean this.
And I don't like Ayton. I think Ayton sucks.
If you're letting Powell be the deciding factor, you deserve to lose. I don't care what anybody says.
Exactly. But do you know? But do you understand what I'm saying?
No, sure talk. Like I'm telling you right now, if Phoenix does not capitalize on it, I'm gonna tell you this right now. The way Phoenix been playing, bro. Because listen, I picked them to make it to the finals. Like I said, I'm gonna ride with that pick regardless. No matter what happens, they could be down 3-0. I'll still ride with them. But dog, if they play like this against Golden State. Bro,
I don't know either, because Golden State, hold on, Pride, but you got to admit, Golden State has had really shitty games as well. So it depends on who comes with the most rain when the time that happens it.
I don't know, man, because I'll be honest with you, man. Like I had Memphis winning in 7. A lot of people had like a 6-7 game series. This Dallas team should not be Game 7 with the Suns. I don't care what nobody says.
Don't worry. Yeah, exactly. We'll get to Golden State. But I'm just saying, so Pride, your team, I just want to know who you have. So you have the Suns winning Game 7 and advancing the pick on Golden State, correct?
Correct. Yes.
All right. Frankie, Golden State, Dallas, who do you think takes Game 7?
You mean Philly or Phoenix? And
Phoenix, Dallas.
Jay, I already went, Jay. This is what happens when you talk to someone.
I know. I'm a dick.
What's our next game,
remind me
Jay?
again who you took. You took Phoenix, correct?
We all took Phoenix.
Yeah,
okay, so we're all Phoenix. So we all got Phoenix and Golden State Western Conference Finals. Okay, we'll move on to the Celtics and Bucks. The Bucks lost to the Celtics to make it 3-3, 108-95. So my questions are, will it be difficult to win Game 7 in Boston for the Bucks, number 1? We look at the 3 points. Boston was 17 of 43. Milwaukee was 7 of 29. So we could clearly see where Boston kind of took that win. The big three showed up for Boston. Let's be honest. Tatum, not too bad. 17, 32.
Not too bad.
Calm down. 17 and 32. 17 and 17 is what? 24? No, 30. No, 34. Okay, so he's a little bit above 50%. He's a little above 50%. Calm down. I'm giving him his credits.
What that Steiner, man?
7 of 15 at the 3-point line.
He says Scott Steiner.
Scoreboard. You can go and disrespect my team all you want. Scoreboard.
Bro, this show's going off.
And so Tatum got you 46. Blue, shut up.
Yeah, nah. Jay, you shut up. Let your dog host it. He does a better job. Get out of here, bro. Now we talk about the Celtics. I'm getting sloppy. Leave me alone. Jay, shut up. Go to the corner. Look here, man. I'm taking over.
Jay, listen, I love this show. Listen, I love this show.
I came back up north for this, bro. I back up north for this.
Hold on, Pride. I'm getting to you, Pride. Hold on a minute. I'm about to give you your whole floor because this is your team. Hold on a minute now, damn it. I'm about to give you the whole floor. I want to get the rest of the stats out there. So Tatum goes on for 46, 9 and 4. Brown gives you 7 and 16, 4 and 7 from 3-point for 22, 5 and 4. And Smart gives you 8 and 16, 5 of 9 at 3-point, 21, 5 and 7. So the big three for Dallas, definitely in Milwaukee.
You mean Milwaukee, but I get it.
Hey, listen, I get it. They're in Milwaukee, and they showed up, and they told you why 108.95 was justified. The Bucks only showed up with Giannis. Let's be honest. Giannis had 44, 20, and 6. But going up against a big three, I don't care who you are, and I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. They let Giannis do what Giannis does.
Duh.
But they did not let the rest of the reserve players do what they're supposed to do. And that's where they took the win. No, that's where they took the win, right?
Yeah. Of course we won, boy. Get out of here. All right, Jay, you done?
We said that for a long time.
Thank you,
They
Frankie.
needed to do.
Frankie, how long have we been?
Hold on now. Hey, Pride, I'm seriously 2 seconds away from giving you the floor. So just hold on. I'm going to let you bust your nut all over the
Oh, my
Hold on.
God.
We're losing our TV spot.
Damien said, Jay, where did you go to school?
I went to school to score of none of your damn
The
business.
school of hard knocks.
Hey, listen. The last thing I want to say is this. Tatum did not want to let the Bucks dominate the glass like they did in Game 5.
Seconds ever, bro. Swear to God.
Hold on, time out. Tatum did not want to let the Bucks dominate the glass like they did in Game 5. Okay. So we see where the Bucks are. We see where Boston is. Pride. Hold on, time out now. Pride. The games have gone back and forth. Tit for tat. Hold on, time out now. The games have gone back and forth, tit for tat, right? You win this game, I win that game. You win this game, I win that game. Now, here's the deal. If we're following the motto of tit for tat,
correct. Yep.
Pride. Hold on, time out now. Be quiet.
I'm hearing you.
Pride. If we go with the model of tit for tat, the tit was in Milwaukee.
You know, we're losing our TV deal.
That's
right
fine.
there.
That's and what comes after that? Tap. So it's tap time. That's
Be quiet now.
Look here, man.
Be quiet now.
Moment?
Pride.
Oh my God.
No, you said we was gonna lose. I want my moment. I don't want to hear your question.
Why is this someone talking? Hold on, damn it. The tat is in Boston. So my question is this: if Boston won, and it's been a common occurrence of tit for tat, could Milwaukee then get the win in Milwaukee and Boston? I don't know. I'm asking you.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because you can't say that tit for tat. Because if we lost the series, it would have been open. So we had to win. All right. So, but anyway, let me just say this. You said that Jason Tatum didn't want to let the Bucks get a board. You know what the Bucks didn't want to do? Win, because they're horrible. Look here, man. I'm telling you this, and I'm gonna say this to my dying breath, bro. I will say this to my dying breath. I told y'all the Celtics was gonna win. Here comes Jay McLovin. No, they're not. No, they're not. And it's funny because he's trying to like project loserdom on my Celtics.
Loserdom.
Listen,
put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah, bro. And listen, you're trying to project, and I understand. You know what I mean? You're a Houston Rockets fan. They had the worst record in the league, but we're the Boston Celtics.
Oh, what? How the Rockets get this conversation?
Sir.
No, Pride. Pride.
Jay, you
Love
had your
you.
moment.
But how the hell the Rockets get this
Sir, it
damn
was my moment.
conversation?
It was my moment, though. It was my moment.
Okay, it was your moment.
All right, it's my moment. All right, so let me move on from your dog water Rockets who can't even out. Bro, you got a worse record than the Pistons. Anyway, as I was saying before I started really interrupted. Speaking of Pistons, we beat this kid like we be beating the Pistons, bro. I mean, it's ridiculous. Look here, man. This was without a shadow of a doubt, mad cake, light work, easy. Child's play is what the lingo is that the youngsters use, bro. I told y'all, look. When we lost, I think it was Game 5. Jay McLovin, yo, you nervous? You nervous? I'm like, look, it just went from Celtics in 6 to Celtics in 7. We chilling, we vibing, we living our best life. And look here, bro. When Jason Tatum gets hot, no one can stop him. Y punto. He showed y'all multiple times. I don't want to hear nothing about how he can't play with Jaylen Brown because every time we needed a shot, he would defer to Jaylen Brown. You feel me? We got Al Horford playing like Atlanta Hawk Al Horford. When go for the Gator. For the Gator, Al Horford. When? Why? For what?
I'll go for it.
Come on, bro. Look here, man. I'm gonna put it this way, bro. It don't matter, bro. Bucks, Joe, Doe, don't matter, bro. Celtics in 7. And after that, we gonna smack whoever's in the Eastern Conference Finals. They so irrelevant that I don't even care. We'll sweep them. Matter of fact, we'll be nice in 5 because we do need to kind of stay a little warm and in shape. So that way we can sweep the Suns or the Warriors or Dallas, whoever comes out of the West, bro. We vibing, bro. So Giannis Antetokounmpo is about to be Giannis Antetokounmpo because Jason Tatum's gonna spank his son, bro. I don't care what no one says, bro. Jason Jago, I'm calling him Jago from now on, bro. Tago, I don't care, bro. I don't care. Yo, give me any team in the league, bro. We'll smack them easily. Bend them over our leg, smack them like I smack my son. Well, I lie. I don't It's vice versa. He smacks me, but the point remains, bro. We punish him, bro. Call me the Punisher, bro. I'm like John Cena. You can't see me. But the Bucks is seeing this L, boy. I don't care what nobody says. We living our best life. We winners. We winners, bro. Jay, you're a loser. That's why you cannot relate to us, bro. We're fantastic. We're top tier. We're great. We're goated. Jay, go on whatever sabbatical you want. Celtics in 7.
Can I go home?
Hey, no doubt. Hey, no doubt. Hey, listen. Like I said again, I appreciate Pride's knowledge because Pride brings something to the table that nobody else brings. So, Pride, I'm down for what you're saying, brother.
Hey, Anthony said Pride's the meaning of unscripted.
No.
By the way, if I didn't say it, let me say it one more time. Celtics in 7.
Really?
He said Celtics in 7. Hey, you know what? It could. Hey, Pride. Before I go on to Frankie, it could be Celtics in 7 because the Celtics are really putting up a good front.
Jay, hold on, time out.
No, real quick. I want to say this because Logan said something funny in the private chat. He said we got Frankie the Yankee, we got Connecticut Pride. Yo, Logan, you on ruin for that one, bro. You goated, homie.
No lie, this is what the Northeast is about. This is what we do. We got the attitude side. We got the
Pride in the Carolinas is cool, but now we got Connecticut Pride. Who's just gonna do whatever.
But yeah, bro, like South Carolina Pride, he alright, bro. But Connecticut Pride a different breed.
Hey, Pride's a different. Hey, he's a whole. Trust me, Pride's a different animal when he goes to Connecticut. All right, Frankie the Yankee, what's your prediction for this series?
It's so funny. It was so funny.
You're right. Put that up, Jake, so we don't get kicked off the network by Anthony.
I'm pretty sure. Frankie the Yankee, what's your prediction, brother?
Well, I'm gonna stick with it. Me and Pride are literally like the only two people that's been riding with the Celtics, beating the Bucks. Everybody's been thinking the Bucks are gonna win this series. But
I think the Bucks win it. What? You don't think the Bucks win it?
No, the Bucks are not winning. No.
Why?
Bucks can't even spell win. Get him out of here, coach. Get him out of here.
Why?
Spell win.
Because one, because they're in Boston. 2, because Jay, all they have to do is exactly what we've been saying all along. Me and Pride has been telling everybody this since day one. Let Joel Embiid do what Joel Embiid
Giannis Antetokounmpo, but I get it.
Oh yeah, my bad. Giannis.
No, you good, but I'm gonna let you roll. Homie.
Yeah, that's how much I don't care about Giannis. I don't know his name right. But let Giannis do what Giannis does. Let him get his 40 or whatever. Because if you're D'ing the rest of the team that can't score for shit, excuse my language, but can't score for shit, bro, you're winning. You're winning this series. The Celtics are gonna win it. You have the big three that are putting an amazing performance. Which, by the way, Marcus Smart turned up because of the last 2 plays that he messed up on in the game before that. He came out the next game and was like, timeout. Drew who cares? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you let
Logan. Hold on,
so
we
you-
gotta move
Yo,
along.
hold
now.
on. I'm not. No. The hell with
We're
that,
in
Jay.
an hour,
No,
Frankie,
I don't give
come
it. I
on.
don't give it. We're in an hour because of you, Jay.
Yeah.
All right. You get your 20 minutes of questioning. You're gonna get our 10 minutes of answers. Damn
Let
it.
him know, Frankie.
So if the Celtics just do what they do, let Giannis score what he does, you D the entire team that can't score for shit, and I put money on this. Celtics are winning this year's championship.
Damn,
Yeah.
Pride. Hey,
Frankie
Frankie's
got me
right there
feeling
with you. Logan?
Yeah, Frankie said it perfectly. As long as the Celtics continue to do what they did last game and Giannis can score his 40, that's all nice and cool and get 20 rebounds. I mean, there's a reason he's a former MVP 2 times, NBA Finals MVP. But it all depends on what can the rest of the Yahoos on that team do. No Chris Middleton, that's hurting them a lot. Drew Holiday is just, I mean, I don't know. Is he a B player? Is he a C player? It's hit and miss with him. Grayson Allen, who I know Jay was fawning over all the first round, he's just kind of went into nothing. I like the Celtics. I mean, I feel like last game was really good for them. Like you said, a really big win. Plus, they're at home, and we all know how insane Boston fans are, and that's just off the court, let alone in the arena. So I'm gonna go Boston getting the win in this one because I feel like they finally got the game plan down pat, and I think they're gonna go up against the Heat in the conference finals.
Okay, here's my viewpoint because I think all of you guys have provided information that is extremely valuable and pretty much accurate.
Keep it short though, Jay, because we got other segments to get to.
We still have more games.
No. I'm gonna end it with a very quick sentence. I'm gonna end it with a very, very quick sentence.
I'm gonna time this.
If Joker wants to be the real MVP of the league, Joker wants to be the real MVP of the league,
Okay, I'm hearing you. Go ahead.
it's going to require
Uh-huh.
Giannis screwing up.
Okay.
What do you mean by that, Jay? He
That
won
makes
the.
I'm going to say that. I'm going to tell you right now.
Uh-huh.
If Giannis don't take this
Yeah.
game in
Okay.
Boston
Uh-huh.
personally
What does that
and
mean?
take it personally
That
and
doesn't
go
matter.
and win in Boston, if Boston beats Miami,
do you mean?
if Boston beats Milwaukee
It doesn't matter.
in Boston, then
It doesn't
Joker
matter.
is the real MVP. And
Jay,
nobody can
what
be
the
award.
hell?
Hold
It doesn't
on,
matter.
time
I'll put it to you
out.
this way.
Time out. Listen to what I said to you.
I'm put it to you this way. I'll put it to you this way.
No, hold on.
Hold on.
Nobody put
Giannis
it
can
to
lead the
you, by the
Bucks.
way. Hold on now.
Giannis can lead the Bucks.
No, hold on. I got you.
No.
No.
Hold on now. Pride. I got you on a offshoot. So hold on. I'm gonna let you comment on this. So hold on.
What are we doing?
What I'm saying is this: if Giannis does not advance to the Eastern Conference Final, then that clearly tells you that Joker is the real MVP. Pride, your response.
Okay, so
Pride, your response.
let me just get this out the way real quick. So first and foremost, Giannis Antetokounmpo can literally have a 100-point triple-double and literally be the sole he can score every single bucket, get every single rebound, and then get literally assists to himself, and the gods can literally, like, the NBA can give him those assists, and that will mean
Not the
absolutely nothing because it's the
NBA.
playoffs. That's one. Two, what
Jay's
does that have
drunk.
to do with anything? Because no
Jay's
one
drunk.
cared about Giannis Antetokounmpo being the MVP.
Exactly.
Because for the longest time, it was Joel Embiid and Nikola Jokic, and then there were a couple people who
Love
would
you,
say
Anthony.
that it was like you had a couple outliers, but like Giannis was never really in it like that. So, with all due
Hold on, Pride.
I'm sorry, but what the
Let
fuck
me
are
ask
we
you a
talking
question.
about?
Pride, I got a question.
Jay,
Pride, I will tell you. No, hold on, come out. Hold on.
We're forgetting that Jay came from a brewery.
Hold on.
What are we
That's why
talking
he's
about?
drunk.
Pride, hold on, time out now. Pride, I will tell you, and I'm going to be very honest with you. It is very embarrassing to say this.
Because you're a hater.
Jay's drunk on this
Hold on,
shit.
time out, Pride. I was on an
He
IEP
is.
program, which means I was very slow learning, which
Okay.
means I needed everything broke down Barney style.
Okay,
So I want to
that's
make
fine.
sure I understand what it is you're saying.
Uh-huh.
Pride, are you telling me that Joker really is the deserving MVP guy over Giannis
I'm gonna put it
MVP?
to you this way. And that's I'm gonna say I'm gonna say this one sentence, and after that we can move on. I hope he won it unanimously. We can move on to the next topic. I hope Jokic won it unanimously. We can move on.
Okay, hey, listen. It's
one
not
more
very
game.
often. It's not very often I bare my soul like that, but I'm gonna bare my soul. Okay, So we're going to move on to the last series of this 4-series event. And we're going to talk about the Grizzlies and Warriors. Obviously, everybody knows that the Grizzlies are out of competition, that the Warriors have advanced on the 110-96 win. And we're going to keep this kind of short. Obviously, look, man, Golden State didn't shoot the ball well. They really didn't. 39%. Memphis shot 35%. But it was really weird to me. It's Golden State rebounded 44, whereas Memphis rebounded 70. But the turnovers, it was really kind of weird because we look at the turnovers was 7 for Golden State and then 19 for Memphis. So that kind of tells you the turnovers.
Jay, you got those
percentage. The turnovers plus the shooting percentage is really what got the Grizzlies into where they were at the end of the day. What? No, that can't be right. The Warriors got to be 110 and the Grizzlies got to be 96. I think I wrote that down wrong. I'm sorry. I apologize. The Warriors 110, Grizzlies 96. I wrote that down wrong. I apologize.
Okay, Jay.
And I'm sorry. Okay, listen, man. Everybody makes mistakes. Whatever. Everyone came out to shoot for Golden State. But at the end of the day, man, let's be honest. Jackson gave you 5 of 19. Brooks gave you 11 of 28. Bang gave you 9 of 16 for 12, 30, and 25. Memphis came out. Memphis came out and they did the best they could. But not having John Morant just really kind of hurt them. And I understand what their record looks like without John Morant. But at the end of the day, they needed John Morant in order to get to the playoffs, at least the Western Conference Finals, and it just didn't happen for them. And look, I will tell you this, and I'm gonna leave it like this, and then we're gonna move on. And I'm gonna move on to when I say move on, we're gonna move on to pride and so forth. But I think the Memphis Grizzlies, like Rob Scott said, got took into the woodshed, beaten down. But like John Morant said, hey, you beat us, but we're coming back for you. Like Bain said, you beat us, but we're coming back for you. And I'm telling you, this Memphis Grizzlies did not lose by much not having John Morant. So I'm going to tell you this. Come next year, if anybody takes the Grizzlies lackadaisical, or if injuries can prelude, John Morant and them, I think the Memphis Grizzlies, along with what Frankie predicted, I'm telling you, next year Memphis is going to be the real deal to fuck with. Memphis is going to be the real deal next year to fuck with. I'm telling you. Okay. Having said that,
we're sorry.
And I love how you guys are a-holes and don't wait till I'm finished because you're a-holes. But I love all of my a-holes. I love
Jay, we're trying to keep us on the network here, brother.
I'm not saying any bad curse words.
Jay, what did you just say?
I don't know. What did I say?
Am I alone? Did anyone else hear that?
Ladies and gentlemen that are watching still, I just want to say that we're forgetting that Jay was at a brewery before the show with his wife Mel, and
our new viewer.
He's and our new viewer. Yeah, he's a little intoxicated at the moment. A little.
Be quiet. I'm not. Stop it.
Oh, he can't get a sentence out.
Pride. Memphis Grizzlies obviously are done against the Warriors. That game has been set in stone. But I want to know from you is, because we always know what Golden State's doing. Everybody knows what Golden State's doing. I want to know how do you view Memphis at this level, and where do you see Memphis next year? Because that really is the true story.
So that's your question? I just want to make sure that was.
Yeah, that's my question, because look, we're going to know what Golden State's doing.
I just want to make sure there's nothing else. I just want to make sure there's nothing else along. You know what I mean?
No, we're good.
So I just want to make sure, because you'll end up asking another
Come on,
question.
Pride, spit it out.
Where does kids come from? So my fault.
Damien, I hate you, by the way.
I love you, Pride.
I think Dylan Brooks said it, and I kind of agree with him to an extent, where he said, in essence, Golden State is old, and they know they're gonna have to see the Grizzlies again, right? Now, before I get there, I'm gonna look at them in a little bit the same way as I looked at the Phoenix Suns earlier this year. Before you start talking like that, you need to prove that your first year was not an anomaly. The Grizzlies are gonna have to go out there and prove that this wasn't a fluke, that we're not one of those teams that just had, one great year and all of a sudden we're disappointed. Like, they need to go and make sure they come out. And if next year they're like a top 4 seed, then I'm chilling and I'm vibing, and I think they'll be in a good place. A lot of their roster is extremely young, especially their more important role pieces, and a lot of their core is very young. So I'm alright with where they at. That's right there. But I like where they at right now. It's a good place. I'm good with it. You know what I mean? Again, young team that when healthy was at times giving Golden State some problems. Like, they were giving Golden State some problems, and I do like the confidence that they're having. I like it, but before I give my stamp of approval and say, oh yeah, they're here to stay or whatever, I need to see them do it again next year. Let's come next year and they do again. They don't gotta break records or be if they're a top 4 seed, then I'm rocking with them. So as of right now, they got a very respectable, bright future. Let's see if they can continue it. I have expectations that they will. Let's see if it happens. But yeah, man, somebody commented earlier that Golden State is basically older and they're on their last legs. Like, they probably only have like 2 more years before we start looking at them like, all right, now the chinks are starting to form. So, you know what I mean? Like, again, we're already kind of looking at Clay like that. Steph, I mean, for his great shooter, he's eventually just going to turn to the spot-up shooter because, you're going to have to get old eventually. Draymond, we seen when there was only Draymond, Mr. averaging a triple single. So, I do like where my fault, said that out loud. That's immature on my behalf. I apologize. You're a power forward playing the center position. You can't even get 10 boards. Womp womp. My fault. I'm talking again too much.
Yes, you're right, Anthony. We are ASAP after dark.
You're good. But yeah, I'm good with where they are. Hopefully they can come next year. Give it the same energy. So, but yeah, I do like where the Grizzlies are at right now.
Thank you, Pride.
I apologize.
Logan?
Well, we have, of course, Steph Curry doing his thing.
You seen that?
Yeah.
29. We got Klay Thompson scoring 30 with that clutch 3-point shot. But we're forgetting about one man, and no, I'm not talking about Andrew Wiggins. I'm talking about Kevon Looney with the big 22 boards last night, fellas.
What a goat.
What a goat right there. 11 boards, 11 offensive, 11 defensive. You love to see it. 70 rebounds, and 25 of those being offensive.
Yeah, you love to see it, except for the other 102 games where he's basically irrelevant. But
I had to read that like 3 times because I don't remember the last time we saw 70 rebounds in a game. Obviously for the Grizzlies, Brooks, Bane, Jones, all those guys are trying to do their best, but it's hard without Morant being there. Obviously, that's their leader. It was a tough loss, but overall it was a good series. I see Memphis kind of repeating what they did last year. I think, like I said, it's cool having this year. I mean, what did we see with the Knicks? The Knicks were a top 4 seed last year, and this year they didn't get the playoffs.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Can you do it again is the real question. And as for the Warriors, you went in there, you took care of business, and to sum this series up in 3 words, they whooped that trick.
Hey.
But yeah, here we are, Jay, with the nice pop culture references. Frankie, what did you think of this one, buddy?
It was a little hurtful for me because my long-awaited prediction it came to an end. But you know what? I was proud of it. I had a prediction that no one had thought will last that long. It was real good. I'm hoping that Memphis can come back next year and do what they did this year. I'm expecting that they should, because let's be real, this is a young, solid core team that actually played well without without John Morant on the court. So hopefully they can do it again next year. You mentioned the Knicks, being in the playoffs last year as a 4th seed and then not making it this year. Well, you're forgetting one thing: the Knicks don't have a John Morant on their team. So
Oh, you don't think Julius Randle is up
No,
there?
hell no. Stop.
Julius
Stop,
Randle is
Logan.
way better than
Stop,
John
Logan.
Morant. Knock it off. He's
Stop.
way
Ask
better than
any
Ja
Knicks
Morant.
fan, and they'll say the same thing.
I'm definitely gonna have to have an alcohol test on both of you guys after the show.
Bet, I ain't gonna lie. I think I'm so drunk and high. I ain't gonna hold y'all.
Exactly.
I've been smoking since I woke up. So I think I'm smacked right now.
Yeah, you guys are crazy. You guys are.
But John Morant trash. Julius Randle better. GG Nuri. If the Knicks play, I'm telling you, if the Knicks play the Grizzlies, bro, New York in 3, bro, they're spanking John Morant, bro.
Yeah,
Yo, Julius Randle is that dude, bro.
Stop.
He's that dude. He that dude.
Yeah, he is, right? He totally is. Yeah, what did he do this season?
He averaged
okay.
some points, he averaged
Okay.
some rebounds, and I believe some assists, if that
Look at
is
that.
how
Look
basketball
at
is played.
It is how it's played.
Man,
It is
let
how
me
it's
ask you a
played.
question.
But
How
look at
tall
this. None of
is
you
John
guys
Morant?
know. None of
Question,
you
How
guys
tall
know.
is John Morant?
I don't know, like maybe 6
And how tall is Julius Randle?
some
Taller,
change.
right? He's
Don't
better.
matter.
Get out of
6
here.
foot
matter.
and some
Get
more
out of here.
change.
Julius Randle will
Who's
smack
fast?
y'all, bro.
Who's faster? Who's slower? John
Bet,
Morant's
yo,
faster. Julius Randle's slower.
John Morant rebounds slower though. What are we talking about, bro?
Why are you even defending a Knicks fan if you're a Knicks player? If you're a Boston guy? Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Stay quiet. Before I was rudely interrupted.
Frankie, please check the private chat when you get a chance to clarify some stuff, because I'm having some issues here.
Hey, no, hey, listen, hold on, time out. We don't have any issues on Unscripted. Hold on, time out now.
What are
No,
you talking
I'm not
about?
saying that.
I get it.
Jay.
I
I'm
get
not
it.
saying
Okay.
that.
Nobody talked about my kids, Jay.
Calm down. Read the damn comment. Damn, even you guys say it online. Damn. Okay, so listen. My opinion is, and I'm gonna get everybody's opinion. My opinion for the Western, my opinion for the finals is this. I got Phoenix versus Milwaukee for the finals. Frankie.
Yeah, you drunk, homie.
No, stop it.
You drunk. Yo, how you stutter without talking? What?
Pride.
I'm not even talking.
No, hold on. Time out now. Pride. I got to top at the bottom. I apologize.
Yeah. But
Pride.
What?
Pride.
What are we doing here?
Finals prediction. I got Phoenix, Milwaukee, and I've said that since day one. Pride, who do you have?
Pride, before you go, can I say something? Pride, before you go, can I say something? It's funny that Jay picks the two teams that are dealing with a Game 7 force right now. That can
No. Wait a minute now.
eliminated
Wait a minute.
tomorrow.
No. Frankie, let's check the tape. Let's go back. Let's rewind.
What are you
let's
talking
read
about?
all of the stats. Because I've been saying Milwaukee and Phoenix.
I'm
since
not
day
saying
one.
I didn't say you didn't say that, Jay. I said it's funny that you're picking the two teams that are right now dealing with a forced Game 7 and can be potentially eliminated tomorrow.
I get it. And I'm saying Phoenix, Milwaukee. I've said that since day one. I've said Phoenix, Milwaukee since day fucking one. I said the rematch.
Jay, and you've been
I get it, Frankie.
drunk.
The rematch is
day
coming. Okay.
Jay, you've been drunk since day one.
Okay. Frank, day one.
Exactly. Acknowledge me. Day one-ish, baby.
Frankie, your predictions. Good.
Pride.
Sorry, Pride. My bad.
Pride. I need to hear from you. Who is your finals teams? Who do you have in the finals?
Is this really a question?
No, motherfucker. It's not a question. It's a statement.
Question: How many of our teams in the playoffs? Just me, right?
Yeah.
All right, then. So silence as the master speaks into existence, the future.
Ooh,
Bro. I predict. You can call me
Show
Mystic Man because I
enough.
predict these teams, bro. Look, bro,
Acknowledge him.
it's gonna be the
Acknowledge
Celtics
Shogun.
and
Shogun of
whoever can
Connecticut.
survive the West, bro. It don't even matter, bro. It don't even matter. You could get a team where Jokic is at the 5. Put Draymond at the 4. Let's get pre-injury Clay. Let's put him at the 2.
Game
Let's
6
put
Clay.
LeBron at the 3, and let's put Steph at the 1. And guess what? Celtics in 3. I don't care, bro. I don't care. They could literally lick my unwashed toe out.
But,
they're gonna create a
I
new
get it.
rule.
Talk about Pride. I get you have the Celtics win the NBA championship. I
Who are they
get that.
facing?
But who do you have? Are you
Jay,
telling me?
I'll tell you this right now.
It don't
Jay, I'll
matter.
tell you this right now. It won't be Houston. So it don't matter. It won't be
I know it won't be Houston.
I'm
God,
toxic.
hey,
I'm
listen.
toxic.
Hold on. Time out now. Pride.
I'm toxic.
Pride. I know it won't be Houston.
I'm toxic.
God knows it won't be Houston. But you're saying it's going to be Golden State and Phoenix.
Jay, put up that blasphemy by Damian Hernandez.
Fuck Damian Hernandez.
That is straight garbage.
He's
Bro, this ain't 2011.
You said earlier
Mavs
you
and
love
Heat.
Damian Hernandez. You
I
said
don't
you love
I don't
him.
even want to believe, bro.
He
If
just
you
said
think Miami Heat are really gonna make it,
I'll
bro,
tell you what, Damien. If the Mavericks make the playoff, Jay McLovin will buy a Luka Doncic jersey. How about that?
Yeah,
Bro,
hey, I'll go with that.
The Mavericks
hold on,
are in the
I'ma put it
playoffs.
this way. I'm gonna put it to you this way. I'm gonna put it to you this way.
No, no, wait, hold on, stop
But
it,
Damien, if
stop
you
it,
really
stop
believe
it, stop it, stop it.
We gotta
No,
address
I'm not
Anthony.
We are
I'm not
stopping
saying
this
that,
show. We are stopping
No.
this show.
No,
Anthony
I'm not saying
Price,
that,
hold
though.
on, time out now. Everybody, time out. I swear to God, time out, or I'll kick you out. Anthony Price said, Jay, ask a question with a question with a question. I didn't know. I didn't think I did that. If I did that, that's
Yeah,
crazy to me.
that's because
Bro,
That's
that's
Jay's
been the whole
playing.
episode. What are you talking about? That's been the whole episode.
Can
That's
we wrap
because
this
Jay's
up in 30 minutes?
Jay's
Nah,
playing
Jay's
a
drunk.
dude. Jay's playing a
Jay's drunk.
dude, playing another dude who's playing that one dude.
Jay, you're drunk, man. You're drunk. Listen, hold on.
God, I
Hold on, let
am.
me-
Hey,
hold
hold
on,
on,
real
time
quick.
out,
Can
time
you-
out now,
Said
time
not
out.
I am.
Nah,
I'm out,
real quick. Nah,
I'm
I gotta
out.
say this real fast. Who said it was Damien who said he's got the Mavs and the Heat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Try
Damien,
not
do
to
me a
laugh.
favor, bro. Fall out of bed, man, because that's horrible. That's horrible, brother.
He said
That's
fall out of
horrible.
bed. He said
Fall out of bed,
head
bro. I
first.
want you to brush your teeth and run out of toothpaste, brother. I hope you over toast
Bro.
your toast, G. Like, come
Yo.
on. I hope
Hey,
you run out of
bro,
butter.
chewing
Yo,
gum
Brian.
make the same effect as brushing your teeth, Damien.
I'm just saying. We seen his teeth.
Okay,
and
here
if he
we
brushed
go.
that
Here we
shit,
go.
that's
Hold on, time out now.
Damien.
We gotta get this show
No.
moving. Hold
Frankie, I
on, Pride.
hate you.
Hold on. This is what we're
Hold
gonna
on,
do.
Pride.
Hold
Yo,
on,
Frankie
Pride
said it.
and Frankie and
Pride,
Logan.
Frankie said
Hold on,
it.
everybody, hold on. We're gonna go top to bottom. Who you got? And then we're gonna go to the next topic. Because guys, we got a lot to go through. Hold on, time out, guys.
I'm making these quick.
Hey, listen.
I'll do mine quick.
Hold on, time out.
Celtics and Suns. Celtics and Suns.
Jason has Milwaukee and Phoenix.
Who's
Pride.
Jason? Who's Jason?
Why
Jason?
you call yourself Jason?
Who's Jason? Who's who?
Jay
Hey,
McLovin.
who the
He had to go
Yo,
by
hold
his
on.
government name.
who the bleep is that guy? Who the bleep is that? Like, you call yourself
Anthony.
Hey, listen, Pride.
Pride's got the Suns
Pride.
and Celtics.
Pride.
Dog. With a name like Jason, bro, you always wrong, bro. You a Miami Heat fan. All right, I got something
No.
to say, bro.
Shut your mouth, Rayleigh.
Oh, you disrespectful. I'm reporting you to Freddie.
Yeah, no.
Pride.
This
Hey, Pride. Let's go. Who you got, Pride?
I got fuck, words are hard. I got
the
Celtics.
Bucks.
No, I got Celtics. I'm gonna put some stock into them. I'm gonna put some respectful stock into them. I'm gonna say Celtics and Suns.
Celtics Suns?
Yeah, Celtics
Okay.
Suns. Yep.
Oh, that's not bad. I got you. Frankie?
Shut up, Jay. I'm gonna go with Celtics and Warriors, and if the Celtics end up going to the finals, I want to ride with Pride. But if they lose, Pride knows I'm trolling him. I'm coming for you, Pride.
Logan?
Just because I don't want to be the same as the two guys below me.
Do not pick the Mavericks. Don't do it.
No. If I pick the Mavericks, you guys can rightfully kick me off.
Don't pick
show.
the Bucks neither. We got live proof that Jay's a Bucks fan now.
I got the
Shut
number
your
one.
mouth.
Like I said, I like the Celtics, but I don't want to pick the Celtics because y'all pick the Celtics. So I'm gonna go with the Miami Heat. And
Oh my god.
you know, I'm gonna go.
The Heat.
I want a matchup of the number ones. Give me the Heat and Suns.
Why? The Heat are a freaking hot garbage dumpster team.
Hey, they better than the rest of us.
Hey,
I'm just saying
because they had an
made it
easy
further
way
than all
there.
of us.
because they have
Hey,
Right,
listen, hey, okay, time out now. Time out, guys. Listen, we're going to the next topic, but I swear to God, when it's Miami when it's Milwaukee and Phoenix, I'm trolling all you motherfuckers.
show this true
I thought
Heat fan.
Fry would say something like, "Hope
Show
you
this
walk
true
up the
Heat.
stairs and break an ankle."
Show this true. Nah, that's
Look,
what I want
guys,
to
hold
do.
on, time out now. Now we're switching gears.
Time out.
Listen, we are switching gears. We're getting off of the playoffs. We've talked enough playoffs. I want to time out now. I want to talk about something a little bit more serious and a little bit more kind of, what's really going on.
Can you be serious though?
Time out now. Let me say this. Everybody gets their free chance to say what they want to say, from Logan all the way to Pride.
So say it.
When I think of Brittany Griner, I love Brittany Griner. I love what she does. I love how she plays and so forth. But I'm going to tell you right now, she got a 30-day extension, which means her trial is coming up soon. She faces 3 years imprisonment at the max. That's the max. Not to say that, according to the U.S., now she's been downgraded in their eyes from a prisoner to wrongfully detained. That's how the U.S. views her now, wrongfully detained. And so that's where we are. Now, here's the deal. I like Brittany. Don't get me wrong. Hey, listen, I want Brittany to come home more than anybody. But at the same time, I asked myself, Jay, you were a person in the armed forces and you went to the countries that Brittany Griner has gone to. And if you did these, if you took hashish through the metal detector, would they be giving a damn about you? Probably not. Because I'm Joe Schmuckatelli and I'm Jason Schmuckatelli. And I'm going to be doing 2-3 years, whatever. Hold on, time out now. But my name is Brittany Griner. So all of a sudden, I've been shot up to the loophole of most important. So maybe I should go home before everybody freaking else. I'm sorry. Listen, I love Brittany Griner. I do, and I want her to come home. But at the same time, I'm not going to trade her life because the Russians, if you keep track of the news, the Russians want to trade Brittany Griner for a guy who is known for terrorism and supporting terroristic activities. Now, do you want me to give that guy up for Brittany? You got to ask yourself that question. Because it's going to be the next person that blows up the Twin Towers or whatever towers are left to blow up. So is this who you want to trade for?
What is going on, Jay?
My point is this. My point is this. It's a very simple point. When I went overseas, I was told you are not subject to American law. You're subject to whatever law is governing the land in which you are in. So if they tell you that you take hashish across, airport terminals is 3 years, you kind of get what you get when you do what you do. And nobody's life, no matter what it is you do for a living, is more important than the next. My point is this, Brittany, I love you. Brittany, I do want you to come home. But at the same time, you knew what the fuck you were doing. You were bringing hashish in your vape across metal detectors to try to get home, and you got caught. And you want me to feel sorry for you because you got caught. Because you are who you are because of what you do. And I don't feel bad for you, Brittany. I love you. I want you to come home. But there are Americans in Russia right now on the same charges that aren't getting the exposure that you're getting because you are.
The question mark?
I don't know what we're even going with anymore, guys. I don't know what the hell is happening.
I'm getting there. We all want people to come home because they're famous.
Uh-huh.
We want all people to come home because they're famous, but what are we willing to sacrifice for them?
I mean, look, I'm gonna just put it to this way, bro. Brittany Griner, honestly, bro, you should serve 3 years. Matter of fact, let's give it forward for your stupidity. She's been to Russia before. This is where she makes the most amount of money. She knows she's not supposed to be doing this shit. You got caught, bro. It's the same shit with Calvin Ridley, man. You got caught, whether or not you agree with the rule or not. You got caught. I'm not gonna be out here and be like, oh my God, poor Brittany Griner. No, if anything,
what time's your bedtime, Anthony?
Imagine this.
10:30?
You're going to Russia, who literally searches people for the dumbest thing. They're just like bro. If they search you for the dumbest thing, and you think you'll sneak something in there, come on, man. You play stupid games, win stupid prizes, bro. I feel bad, but guess what? But to Jay McLovin's point, if that was me, not a single soul giving a damn. So why do I gotta give a damn about you, especially when you went to a place that you visited before and you broke the law? Again, regardless. There's gonna be sensitive bitch boys out there who's gonna go, but it's not that serious. Again, regardless if you think it's serious or not, it's a law. It don't matter. It don't matter. If it's a law, don't break it. If you break it, you get locked up. That's it, bro. Especially when you're in another country who don't rock with Americans. They don't like you, Brittany, because you're American and plus you're black. Russia don't like you times 2.
Yo, Connecticut Pride is on a new level.
No, but let's
he is ascending,
honest, bro.
Frankie.
Like Britain, they don't mess with you on 2 different fronts. You're giving them
You got a
every
point.
single opportunity. Like, if anyone's ever been to Russia, you'll know what I'm talking about. When they know you're American, you get searched, evased, like it's not a normal search. Like, they literally bring you to a room and tell you to spread your cheeks, bro. Like, that's how like, they know you, bro. Like, Russia don't care, bro. They don't care. So it's like, come on, Brittany. Like, I get it. You probably thought you had a system. Well, guess what? The system fit. Like, your system didn't work. Now you out here. Oh yeah, come save me. Nah, dog. You should have kept me up. I don't know what.
And that's the thing, right? That's the thing. Because if it's not Brittany Griner going across the threshold of the metal detectors, let's say it's Frankie. Let's say it's Frankie. Frankie, you go across the metal detectors in Russia, and you get a hash pipe in your vape, and they take you down. You think America's going to give a damn that you're over there?
No.
I'm just saying. Look, here's the deal. I was in the military. When I'm going to cross overseas, they always told us, listen, American law is not the same as whatever country law that you're in. So whatever country's law that you're in, you got to know what you're doing. And I put it upon Brittany to know that she knew that she had hashish in that vape pipe, and she had to have known what that country's law was. And if you're going to go outside the United States of America, you're subject to their laws, right or wrong. Listen, do I think that she's trying to be in hell for political reasons? Most likely. But at the end of the day, whose responsibility for Brittany being where Brittany's at is it? And I got to tell you, Brittany Griner is where she's at because Brittany Griner's actions put her there. And that's just the way that it is, folks.
Nah, you're not allowed to say that, bro. You're not allowed to.
It's just this is what it is. If I go spit, watch this. If I go spit gum,
because other moronic dumb fucks who like abandon their own children smoke, like they smoke too. So like, oh, bro, everyone should be allowed to smoke.
Right? Because everybody expects the rest of the world to operate like the United States does.
I like it, Damien. We'll change the name to that eventually. I think.
Don't push the law, dummy.
Hey, listen, we're gonna move on. Frankie, I know you're a smoker, and I don't have anything wrong with marijuana. First of all, I really possibly don't. Me personally, I think marijuana should be legalized throughout the entire United States because I don't have a problem with marijuana at all. But the problem is, it's the United States. We're talking about Russia, a country with different laws than what we have. Frankie, what's your position on Brittany Griner?
She did the crime in Russia. So she's gonna have to do the time. I mean, you're famous and all, but the USA is not gonna go in there to try and rescue you. They're not gonna risk going to war with Russia to get somebody out who did break their law. Like Pride said, like if you're gonna be dumb like that and do what you did in another country that doesn't appreciate Americans, let alone African American woman, like
I get you.
You're gonna have to sit there and do the time.
I get you, absolutely.
Oh, damn it!
I apologize. I love you.
Oh, no.
Drunk ass, stop cutting me off.
No, I'm not drunk, motherfucker. Shut the fuck up.
You're drunk.
You
He's right.
acknowledged it
He's
10
not
minutes
drunk.
ago.
He's drunk. There's a difference.
Listen, she did the crime.
like
She's gonna have to do it. But my real question is to you, Jay. You say you love her,
no.
and you want her to come home and stuff. Jay, do you know what position she plays? Jay, have you even watched a game of Brittany Griner?
Wow.
Have you?
Wow. Frankie with the hard-hitting questions. That's all we got him in.
Most importantly, Jay, do you know where she's born? It's a place near and dear to your heart.
And real quick, I guarantee you someone in the comments is going to Google it and then try to drop it in there and pretend like they knew.
I get Jay.
Frankie, can I ask you the same question?
I don't know where she's from. I don't know. I know she's a center.
I'll be honest with you. I don't either. I know Brittany Griner. I'll be honest with you. I know Brittany Griner. I know the team she plays for. I know that she's an amazing player. I'll be honest with you. I don't know probably the questions you're asking. I just know this.
Jay,
There are four. No, I'm talking about. This is what I know. I know this, and I've researched it, and I know this. There are 5 Americans right now in a Russian jail.
He said
5
Alabama.
Americans. Hold on, time out. 5 Americans. And I mean, if you need the names, I'll Google it. I'll go back. I'll get the
it's
names
cool.
if you really need that. But I'm just
Nope.
saying there are 5 Americans in a Russian jail for drug possession, which is the same as Brittany Griner. And they've been there for 2 to 3 years, which is a maximum prison sentence. I'm just saying, man. Does it really matter? I mean, honestly, you know what I'm saying?
That's not the question I asked you, though.
What's the question?
How tall is she?
Was she like 6'3"? Fuck, I don't know.
No, you're way off there.
Dude.
What color's her hair?
Friday.
Don't look at the picture.
No. Like,
No, but at the
I'm
end of the
just
day,
trolling,
no.
but I do-
Hey, listen.
I do get
No, we're not gonna go down that road. At the end of the day, watch this. At the end of the day, I don't want to make fun of it because Brittany is in a tough situation, and I don't want to make light of her situation. But I don't want to make light. But I don't want to make light of the other Americans.
For her?
But I don't want to make light of the other Americans that are in Russian prisons in the same sentence. So I'm just saying, at some point, at what point do we look at this?
So I'm gonna say it like this, Jay. I'm gonna say it like this. You said 5 other Americans was locked up in Russia because of some
Right.
Okay, so if she's seen that, why did she do it herself?
And nobody's defending.
That's
I'm
all
not
I'm
defending Brittany.
saying.
I'm
People are
not defending
dumb. Bro.
Brittany.
Look, this is all I'm saying, man. And yeah, like she's just dumb because and this is the part that blows my mind. Like,
I agree. Anthony
people who
Price,
don't
I
pay
agree.
attention, like,
Yeah, that's Jay.
the sad part is people who don't pay attention to this and are just mad because, bro, it's just fake. Like, it's not serious. Like, the part that blows my mind is just they let you know how stupid these people are because she's been here before and she's been warned. This is not the first time she was caught, G. She's been warned. So for her to do it again, I would give her another year for sheer stupidity. I would drop all the drug charges, put her in jail for 5 years for sheer stupidity. Like, what are you doing? Get me.
I get it too. I get it. And no, listen, everything that you guys are saying, I'm right there with you. I'm so right there with you. To the point where I'm ready to go on to another subject. Brittany Griner, hey, do you, boo? I hope I see what happens.
Yeah, but Jay, you can't go on to another subject until Logan gets his thought on it.
No shit, Logan. I thought Logan went.
No.
Logan.
No.
I'm sorry.
Logan.
No, it's cool. It's cool, but so
Hey,
yeah.
listen, we've been talking so damn long. I figured Logan already went. I'm sorry.
Nah. It's cool. It's cool. I mean, do I even have to say anything? Y'all have been saying everything. She knew what she did. She got in trouble. I mean, it sucks that. I mean, yeah, but I get that if like you said, Jay, if she was just a regular person, one of the, like you said, 5 other Americans over there for drug charges, that this would not get any publicity at all, which it should. But like I said, it sucks. Hopefully she, she's dealing with this the best that she can. But like we said, I mean, she knew what she was doing. She knew it was illegal.
God,
and
bro.
she got caught. So
Facts, bro.
I mean,
like, your dumbass got caught because your dumbass was doing something your dumbass wasn't supposed to be doing. Bro, she's a
I'll tell you
dumbass.
something right now.
I'll
tell you this.
Also, Jay, she's from
right now.
Houston, Texas. Fun fact.
I'll tell you this right now. I put money.
She tried to call
I put
DeMarcus
money
Cousins
on it.
little man. Like, bitch, J.R. Smith taller than he hit 2 guard. Educate
Yo,
yourself.
Connecticut Phillies on
Yo,
something.
Connecticut
Yo.
Pirates frying. I don't care, yo.
I'm gonna say this right now. She's
Don't
definitely a big Russian woman bitch right now.
Okay, Damien, we're getting into this super quick because we still have like 4 more topics. What is the difference between what she did and what the soldier that was captured by the Taliban who threw her team under the bus and got them killed, but yet this country saved her? And I can't speak. I have no idea what's going on.
It was a him. It was a guy. It was a guy, first of all. That they released.
You can speak on this, Jake. I have no idea what I have.
No, I don't know what he's talking about either. He said, "Question is, what is the difference with what he did or what he's saying she did?" But I don't think he realizes it's not.
Yo, question. Can I ask a quick question?
It's a he.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
Let me ask a quick question. What's on the slideshow?
It's about 4 more, but we're gonna go through it.
Is that hold on? Is that Kyrie and James Harden?
Correct.
All right, let's talk about them.
Do we have to?
Yeah, because honestly, this does not really need to be talked about because it's kind of stupid.
No, she bozo. She's stupid. She doesn't.
Well, what if it's she? Hold on. Let me go back to this for a second because I don't think he understands. It's not a
James
she.
Hernandez don't
It's not a
even
she.
care,
It's a he. It's not a she. It's a he. First of all.
He's talking about the soul.
But anyway, all right, we're gonna move
You're
on.
a Philly fan. Why are we talking to his bum ass, bro?
I get it. Okay, so what contract would we give Harden and Kyrie?
Bro, I'm about to start taking my medication again. Bro.
Pride, take your Valium. We're gonna move on.
Hey, yo.
We got
what's
Harden
that, yo?
and Kyrie. Hold on, talk about Harden and Kyrie. What would we give them in terms of a contract? And this is just me.
Yo, what are we talking about here, bro? We talking about a flat earther or a guy who needs a flat stomach, bro? Like, what are we talking about over here, dog? Like,
hey, listen, if you're Brooklyn or if you're Philly, what are you offering these guys? Is what the question is talking about. And if I'm Brooklyn, I'm going to sit Kyrie down and give him my expectations. And I probably will say, hey, look, if you can sign off on this contract that says you're going to get vaccinated, you're going to be 100% involved in this team. But I'll give you the contract.
But Jay, here's the thing, though. We also need to be somewhat realistic. Who in that organization is going to talk to Kyrie because they should have been talked to them and they've been too scared to. So, who's going to do that? And B, are we sure Kyrie Irving is even going to care enough to, like, work with the Nets? Like, let's be honest,
exactly.
Bro. Like,
okay, I got you, Pride. I got you. So this is where the Nets, according to the GM manager, the general manager said things were going to change. So if the general manager has a pair of balls, if he's got a pair of balls, he's going to ask Kyrie, if you want another contract extension, these are the fucking terms.
Like pairs of balls.
See, but that's the thing. Like, I don't see. For me personally, based on everything I've seen with this team, I'm gonna need to see that first before I believe it.
No,
again,
you see it, Prime. You see it when he signs the contract.
But here's the thing, though. Like, not even though, because listen, he's gonna sign the contract and then watch it go right back to how it was before. Because
then you dock his pay. Prime, you dock his pay according to the contract.
You can't block his pay. You can't.
No, you can, Prime.
No. I'm not talking about that they physically can't. I'm just saying, like, you can't when you started a bad president by letting him go on his sabbaticals the entire time. How are you gonna spoil a kid and then all of a sudden try to put your foot down?
Well, you've done that before. I get that, and you've done that before. But Pride, you have what they call exit interviews, or even interviews into the next season, and you sit your three best guys down, which is Harden. No, not Harden. Excuse me. Simmons. No, I apologize. No, Harden's gone. So you sit down. Simmons. No. Time out. You take Simmons. Oh, time out now. You take Simmons. You take Irving, and you take Durant, and you sit them down as a general manager, and you say, "Hey, look, this is what my expectation is."
You're missing
and and you look at Irving specifically, and you say, Irving, if you sign this contract, this is what you're bound to. And if you don't bound to it, then I'm going to dock your pay.
You're missing a point, but you're missing.
I'm not missing a point. How is that missing the fucking point?
Because Jay, if you let me finish, you would see why I'm telling you you're missing a point. You're missing a point because Kyrie Irving is putting them in a situation where he could walk, and Brooklyn can't afford to let him walk.
Then you let him walk. Okay, so then you let him walk. If that's the case, you let him walk.
So who are you going to replace him with?
Pride, are you in the hallway?
Because at the end of the day, Kyrie Irving, as good as he is, watch this. As good as Kyrie Irving is, if he doesn't fit the mold for what you're looking for, then you let him walk.
So, but Jay, that begs the question: what contract would you give him? How many?
So if I'm Kyrie Irving,
I'm not even gonna worry about the money. Don't even worry about the money.
If I'm Kyrie Irving, I give him If I'm Kyrie Irving, I give him 4 years, $20 million.
4.
Whoa!
I wonder where you picked that number, Jay. But
I'm giving him 4 years because of his age. I'm giving him $4 million, 20 years. 20 million. 4 years, $20 million.
What in the right mind an NBA player is going to take 4 years?
No one would take that deal.
Contract.
Are you saying
watch this. And he can walk.
Are you saying
watch this, and that's okay, Logan, because you know what? He can walk, and I'm okay with that because I don't necessarily believe and Kyrie Irving in terms of the long stretch anyway.
All right,
I'm
gonna keep mine real simple. I'll give them both 1-year deals with a team option with clauses. Kyrie has to play over 60 games this season. James Harden has to come in at a certain weight or with some incentives as well. If not, cut yourself and get out of there.
I like that.
Cut your losses.
I like that.
Because Kyrie has not been healthy. He's missed a ton of games over the last couple of years, not just because of the vaccine. And Harden, we all know he was out of shape at the beginning of the year, and he certainly was at the end of the year. Damian, that is preposterous. They are not leaving. Frankie or Pride?
I would give Kyrie a 1-year deal with a player option, just like Logan said. But instead of the other things, I would put he has to get vaccinated because we don't need you. We need you at every game. We don't just need you at away games. We need you at every game. So you need to get vaccinated. And if you don't like it, you can hit the road. And for Harden, I wouldn't even give Harden a deal.
I would also throw in a 50% off club bonus for James Harden because we know he likes to go and party.
Here's
the thing with James
That's his
Harden,
incentive.
though.
If he's 5th in the league in scoring, he gets that incentive. How about that, Frankie?
All right.
Oh, man. I don't know, though. Honestly, bro, I'm not throwing a contract to any one of them, bro.
Right? Do you want Kyrie to go back to Boston?
I'll kill myself.
But he was on the best 2K of all time, though.
I don't give a shit. Fuck Kyrie. Does that mean that with all due disrespect, too? You don't need him. Look at us now, bro.
What about
Without
Houston
him,
Rockets
Eastern
legend
Conference
James
Finals.
Harden?
What a bum. Get him out of here. I don't care.
What a bum.
Nah, bro. He a bum, bro. He like, oh, yeah, I'm the best player on the team. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
But yeah, I'm giving them both 1-year deals. Harden with like a weight incentive, and then Irving has to play a certain amount of games because he ain't shown.
See, for me,
yes.
I'm telling you, yeah. Pride is in a hotel. He's in a hotel apartment complex, so we're probably gonna lose him. We'll get him back.
I'm not in a hotel, bro.
I said apartment complex. I said that. I didn't. I said hallway.
Bro, I got dudes scared to come out their house. I'll post it up. What up? But what was I saying?
Yo, Connecticut Pride is on something.
Oh God,
bro, he's right in front. Yo, if anybody notices, Pride is right in front of Jay McLovin's best friend's door, and he don't even know it.
Yeah, look at him. He's got the camera off and everything.
He's looking at the people.
No one's touching me, bro.
Anthony said he'll give Westbrook a deal before Harden.
Yeah, you're swapping. He's swapping.
Hey, yo.
He's bugging.
There he goes. All right, Jay. What's our
yeah, man, absolutely. I apologize. Hey, let me get on to our next topic, man.
5 left.
Hey, it's crazy, right?
Yes.
Your fault.
Hold on now, damn it. Are the LA Lakers and Doc Rivers the future according
for Frankie said, let's hope not.
No, I hope not.
Frankie's
according to Daryl Morey, according to Daryl Morey,
Jay, take a minute.
That Rivers, Rivers and Harden are coming back. Oh. So that means Doc is guaranteed another year for
You said Harden and Rivers?
Harden and Rivers are coming back, according to Morey.
Morey wants Harden back. I don't know why.
According to Morey, they're coming back. And let me tell you something. Is that the right move?
Philly? You mean coming back to Philly?
Yeah.
Oh, I was getting confused because you got the picture up right there. You're talking about Doc Rivers, and I see Doc Rivers with LeBron James, so I got confused. But, I mean, if Philly was smart, honestly, you should bring back Doc Rivers because it's not Doc Rivers. I feel more to the extent that you bring Doc Rivers back and you get rid of James Harden. James Harden is honestly the cancer of the team. He gives you value points. He gets you your rebounds and stuff during the regular season, but when it's playoff time, when the time matters, he does not show up, and you need a player that's going to show up. Doc Rivers is a coach that could get you to the finals, or he could try to get you to the finals. He can actually get you to the Eastern or Western Conference finals. But he needs that one player. I don't think Doc Rivers has had that one player since Boston in 07. 08. Well, he won the ring in 08. So yeah, in 08, he hasn't had that player leader like he had at Kevin Garnett. You feel me? So like if Doc Rivers could have that one person, Joel Embiid can be that person, but Joel Embiid is just the one guy. You need somebody to back him up.
Right.
And that's what he had and when he was with Boston, he had someone backing up KG and Paul Pierce and Ray Allen. And you need that other person at Philly. You can't just have James Harden, who basically is just a regular season guy and not a playoff person when the time matters, and have a Tobias Harris or a Maxey to fill in. Like, that's not going to work.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no, I don't. Like you said, Doc Rivers is going back to the Sixers. They got to do something, though, man, because I've never seen someone cling on to a championship victory the way Doc Rivers has, man.
He had so many tries, and he had so many good
He's
players.
had so many chances, so many teams. How he didn't win one with the Clippers team, how he hasn't gotten further with this Sixers team. I know it's in his, second year? But, I mean, he's had some really good teams. And to only win one championship in his probably, 20 years of coaching, I feel like he should definitely have had more, but I don't know if it's more. I don't know if that's just his poor coaching ability or the players just falling short of expectations.
He should have won 2 rings with Lob City. You had a young Chris Paul.
You had a good Blake Griffin.
Yeah, you had a prime.
Jordan was in his prime.
Exactly. Like, you should have.
They should have won, but they didn't even get to the conference finals. Shame. But yeah, nah. I don't know who the Lakers are going to get for a head coach. That's another topic for another day. But it ain't going to be Doc Rivers.
I hope.
Yeah, no doubt. And let's be honest with you. I mean, would you want Doc Rivers at this point? I mean, honestly. And it's really kind of directed more at Frankie because Frankie's an LA guy. Frankie, do you really want Doc coming on your team?
Do you want, like, realistically, or you want, like, Laker guy?
I want your fucking answer.
Oh, Lord.
Jake, do you want the Laker me, or do you want, like, the real sports loving me?
I want the unbiased sports commentator.
Okay. It would be a smart move right now for the Lakers to go and get Doc Rivers because he can be that voice head coach that, no, we're not getting this person. I want this person. You're going to play in this position. You're going to do this role. He can do that. But you don't want that coach, as you've seen lately, you don't want that coach that can get you to the playoffs, lead a series 3-1, 3-2, and then blow it, and then you end up being eliminated. Doc Rivers is not going to last long in LA if that's going to continue to happen. But it would be a smart fit for him to be in LA, but I don't think the Lakers are going to go for Doc Rivers.
Yeah, because I feel to go off Frankie's point, then we'll move on. I feel like the Lakers do not need a brand new head coach. They need someone with some experience because you're going to be dealing with, at least at minimum, Anthony Davis and LeBron James, who've been around the block for quite a while, plus pretty much a brand new team. So you do not want to throw that on a coach who has had minimal head coaching experience. You would want someone like a Doc Rivers who's had some time in the league. That's why they interviewed Terry Stotts as well. That's why they've interviewed Mark Jackson, guys who are former head coaches.
I get that. And let's be honest. Anybody wants to
right.
But let's be honest. Anybody wants to compare Kyrie to Kobe?
No.
Those
comparisons stopped years ago.
Honestly, I can't even take Damian seriously when we talk about Kobe versus Kyrie. I'm gonna move on because that doesn't even that. Was Walker the right pick over Hutchinson for the Jags? And this is where I kind of think it gets to be a little bit interesting for me, guys, because here's the deal, right? Let's be honest. The Jags see more upside to Walker in the NFL. That's what Doug Peterson says. The head coach sees more upside to Walker than he does to Aiden Hutchinson. Doug Peterson also says Walker is a better fit. Doug Peterson also says that he loves the versatility of Walker and did not go offensive tackle because of Cam Robinson, as we know that the Jaguars signed Cam Robinson at the offensive tackle position. So that's why he did not go Evan Neal or otherwise. Right. He took the guy that he took because he felt like at that time he had the offensive tackle position secured at that $54 million contract that he gave him. enough to say, okay, Aiden Hutchinson is my guy over Hutchinson because, number one, you fit, and number one, you belong over Hutchinson. How do we respond to that? And I'm going to start with Logan.
Well, I mean, looking at the depth chart right now for the Jaguars, they might have the biggest upside in terms of their linebacking core compared to any team in the NFL. You have Walker, obviously, your number one overall pick. You also have Devin Lloyd out of Utah, who's a very good player. Plus, they got Foyesade Oluokun from the Falcons, who led the NFL in tackles last year. So that linebacking core is absolutely going to be a menace. But when you look at their front, right, it's not the greatest. So they're going to rely more on their linebackers and on their passing game. They're hoping that with the Trevor Lawrence will have a big second year, with Robinson, with Etienne coming back, with the additions they made with Kirk, Jones, and Ingram and whatnot. And like you said, giving Robinson his bag, they're going to try and just outscore opponents with their offense aerial attack. And as for the defense, like I said, they usually run a 3-4. So they're hoping that the linebackers, however many they run with, can really get it done there and not worry so much on getting pressure on the quarterback, which works for some teams. But I think the Jags, I feel that personally I liked Hutchinson better as a player, but I can definitely see why they went with Walker at the first overall pick. So was it the right choice? It's hard to say because it would honestly, if they just went with Hutchinson, he would be obviously the number one threat for that defensive line, which means he'd create double teams. And I don't know if anyone else on that defensive line at the moment, I mean, I don't watch Jaguars games, so I'm not sure, can get to the quarterback like Hutchinson can. But with Walker, you're getting him more for his pass protection and just his explosiveness and stopping the run and breaking up passes and whatnot. So I would say for the moment, yes, because it fits their system. But like I said, it's hard to tell because these two haven't even played a snap in pros yet. But I think that looking at it in hindsight now, or in foresight, whichever you want to say, I feel that it was the right move for their team.
Exactly. So you think taking Walker over Hutchinson was the right move indeed?
Yeah. Also, Anthony, no, I'm not becoming Jay. Come on.
Frankie, your opinion.
I think it really don't matter who went where. I think both teams made a perfect pick for their squad. Honestly,
it fit out for both.
But honestly, I feel like what mainly put Jacksonville to like, okay, we're gonna get this guy, was because Aiden Hutchinson, like, he went live in front of cameras and said, I want to get drafted to Detroit. I want to play for the Detroit Lions because that's my hometown. That's where I want to go. So Jacksonville looked at it and said, okay, you know what? We can find somebody that, that can fit this system. We'll get this guy. You want to go to Detroit and become a loser? Go right ahead. Because let's be realistic and let's be honest. How many of high talent star players ended in Detroit and became big time losers? Megatron, or Barry Sanders, the list can keep going on and on. And I'm gonna be real with you. I think Aiden Hutchinson going to Detroit is gonna impact his career early, and I hope after he sees the 4 years that he gets with Detroit, I hope he opens his eyes and see that going to Detroit wasn't the best fit for him. So I'm gonna be realistic with you. I see Aiden becoming a real big bust for the Detroit Lions because
absolutely. No, I agree with you, and I think having Jared Goff be there as your quarterback, and I think bringing in Aiden Hutchinson as your number one standout on defense. Look, it's going to take time to build this Detroit Lions team to where you think it needs to be to justify these moves. So you got to start somewhere. They have a good quarterback. They have a really good standout on defense, and then we build from there. And I think that if you're a Detroit Lions type of person, that's the way you look at it. We start from 1A, 1B, and then we build. Now, if Detroit is going to go anywhere, let's see where they go starting in 22, 23, 24, and 2025. And let's see where this team can build from there because, as we know, Jared Goff is a very young guy. So is Aiden Hutchinson. So 5-6 years from now, these guys are in their prime, and let's see what Detroit has built. Exactly. Let's see what Detroit has built around Jared Goff and Aiden Hutchinson between the next 5 to 6 years to really see what we're dealing with. Okay.
I don't think they're gonna. Jay, I'm gonna be realistic with you. They can build the best team ever, and I still think the Detroit Lions will be really bad.
Yeah. I need the Lions to do something, man. They've sucked for way too long. They are due something, right?
I get it. Trust me. Believe me. I get it, man. I get it. I think we've kind of have seen between the Walker and the Hutchinson. Look, these guys are very, very, very close. There's not a lot that separates Aiden Hutchinson from Walker,
just position.
Trayvon Walker. So let's see where these guys go in their immediate future and who they got assigned to going forward. So we'll see. I think both franchises, at least on the defensive end, are going to benefit. Regardless, they're going to benefit. Okay.
The Jaguars should be way better than
well, the Jaguars got a lot of holes, just like the Detroit Lions.
Really. They filled in a lot of holes.
Listen. The Jaguars got just as many holes as the Detroit Lions do. Let's just be honest.
The Jaguars had a high cap. They had a high cap.
No, Logan, do you see it like Frankie sees it?
No, I mean I feel that the Jaguars should definitely be better than the Lions this year. Because, I mean, the Jaguars spent millions of dollars to try and make their team better. They got a brand new head coach. And I get Trevor Lawrence didn't have a good year last year.
But how much better – okay, let me ask the question differently.
What?
How do you see the Jaguars versus Detroit Lions in terms of overall improvement?
I feel like both teams are still not going to make the playoffs, but I feel that the Jaguars –
they don't make the playoffs. We all know that.
I'm just saying I feel like the Jaguars will have a better record at the end of the season than the Lions. But I don't feel like the Lions are going to be like the worst team in the league. I feel like they're going to be a little bit better. Maybe like a top 10 pick next year instead of top 5.
Okay.
Wow. Oh, that's a bold prediction, Damien.
What did he say?
He said the Lions are going to make the wild card. That's a bold prediction.
I saw that too. I didn't want to put that up because
Yeah, I'm about to say. Also, Damien, I will say you are right. I don't care.
A little too bold to put up. I'm not going to quite put that up yet.
I'm sorry. Hold on, Jay.
No,
isn't Damien?
We're not holding up. We're not stopping, Frankie. We're not stopping.
He's a Bears fan.
He's a Chicago Bears fan, right?
Yes,
sir.
He's
saying that the Lions are going to make the walk. I'm done with him.
Yeah, let's keep moving.
Frankie, we're going to keep moving, brother. Hold on a minute now. Hold on now.
He said that.
Hold on now. Hold on. I got a boy clicking in. Pride is clicking in on Facebook Messenger. What's up, Pride?
You couldn't just get in here?
That's like Jay saying that Jay's an Astros fan, but he's saying
hold on. Hey,
playoffs.
Right back then. That's
I don't know what he's saying, Jay.
I need to talk to you right now.
All right. Hey, Logan, take over real quick. Hold on. Time out. Hey, folks, we're going to go to our next topic. Hold on. Hey, look, first of all, let me say Jarvis. Our next topic actually is Jarvis Landry, as the New Orleans Saints. Logan.
Yes.
And Frankie, I want you to tell me how Jarvis Landry helps the New Orleans Saints going forward. Hey, what's up, brother?
Mute yourself, Jay.
Yeah, Jay, mute Jay.
Hold on, I got you.
Let's make sure he's good first. All right. Jay, all right, we're good. Okay. All right, Frankie. Jarvis Landry signs with the Saints. I think this was a really good move overall. So when you look at Jarvis Landry, he's going home, right? He was born in Louisiana. And, I mean, I think that if all goes well with Michael Thomas coming back, hopefully healthy, right? Because we know he didn't play it all last year. He only played in like 5 or 6 games in 2020. With them drafting Chris Olave, their first-round pick, and now you get Jarvis Landry. I mean, just those 3 alone, those are some dynamic receivers. Pair along with Jameis Winston, who I'm not saying he's
they signed on the defense.
I can't even. I'm not sure.
From Kansas City.
Oh, Matthew. Yeah, Tyrann Matthew.
Yeah.
So, like we've already said, I think the Saints are going to have one of the best defenses in the league on paper. And now with Winston leading the charge, who has a good arm, right? I'm not saying he's the most accurate quarterback or whatever, because we all know about the interceptions, but he's got a good arm. And you get Landry, you get Olave, you get Thomas, and then whoever else is on their receiving core. I mean, this is plus Kamara too, assuming he's not going to be suspended because we don't know. I mean, this is a pretty dangerous team, honestly. I feel like this is probably this is the only team in this NFC South that will give the Bucs a run for their money, because the Falcons aren't quite there, the Panthers are not there at all. So I could see both. I could see them and Tampa going at it in the South the whole season. I think the Saints are going to have a big improvement this year, and I mean, adding Landry to it just makes him better because I mean I know he's not going to be your true number one, but if you slot him at that number 2 or number 3 position, that's where I think he could really shine. So I think this is a good move by the Saints, and they've knocked out the park in the draft and in the offseason. What do you think of this move?
I agree. This was a big move on the Saints' part. They definitely needed somebody like Jarvis Landry. I felt like it was a perfect spot for him to go back home where he wanted to play. Mm-hmm. He's a former LSU player, going back with Matthew as a teammate in LSU. Both those boys are New Orleans natives. And you know what? With this move, Logan, I would not be surprised if Odell Beckham Jr. signs a 1-year contract for minimum money to just play with his boys.
I don't know though, Frankie. I get what you're saying, but I think Odell he would need the ball a little bit more though, because I mean that's going to be a crowded room. I don't know if he'd fit well there.
It was a crowded room in LA. Like they signed him. Let's not forget, they signed him a week before Robert Woods got injured, or during that week he got signed and then Robert Woods got injured. So like it was like a perfect moment for Odell to be on that team. But if Robert Woods would have never got hurt and Odell still signed a contract, he would have definitely been their third wide receiver. I mean, he would have seen the ball that much.
And Odell, we're still waiting for him to sign too. I mean, he's still. I mean, coming off that ACL injury, or that knee injury is tough. But you got to think he's going to be the next receiver taken off the board here soon.
Yeah, and that's what I said. I would not be surprised if he takes a 1-year contract with minimum money because of his injury.
Yeah,
and he just wants to do it because he's from New Orleans. He played in LSU. And he wants to be back with his boys. He played with Jarvis Landry in Cleveland. They have a good connection. Obviously, Jarvis Landry can have no problem bringing him into New Orleans.
Right.
And he also played with Matthew. Like, they all play together, and it'd be a perfect fit. And plus, Michael Thomas will have extra help. All the eyes will not be on Michael Thomas.
Right.
So, like,
I mean, let's be honest. If Michael Thomas comes into the picture and he's going with Jarvis Landry, I mean, that's only going to help the team in the long. And then you got
Olave.
Is it Olive or Olive? You got Olive coming off of his rookie campaign. That's 3 wideouts that you have going for Jameis Winston.
Yeah, I mean those are 3 solid options.
But do you agree with what I said? I don't know if you heard me before you came back in, but I was saying to Logan that I wouldn't be surprised if the Saints sign Odell to a 1-year minimum deal.
But why would they, Frankie? Why would they bring in Odell Beckham?
Because if you look at it, Jay, they can get all that extra eyes off of Michael Thomas. They will have to single him up. If they just have Michael Thomas with Jarvis Landry, they can still double up Michael Thomas. But if you get all 3 of them on the field together, you have to single them out, because those are 3 people right there that you're like, oh man, who we're gonna have to like mainly keep our eye on. Yeah, Odell Beckham, he's injury prone. He's always hurting his ACL or his knee or something like that. But let's not forget, this man was dangerous. He was putting on a show in the Super Bowl before he got injured.
Oh, yeah.
Let's not forget. So Odell Beckham Jr. can still be Odell Beckham. But I feel like it'll be smart if they get him, because you can get more eyes off of Michael Thomas and have your 3 wide receivers get one-on-one and have a chance to, actually be someone. The real question comes down to it wouldn't be if they sign Odell or not. The real question for New Orleans will come down to Jameis Winston. Can he play at a high caliber level as a quarterback should?
It remains to be seen. All right, what's our next topic here, Jay?
Jay, I
apologize. I'm actually communicating with Joe Stevens right now, and I'm kind of curious to see if he comes on and give us his expertise. But at the same time, I'm going to keep this damn show moving right along.
All right.
And what we got, hold on. I hate when
How do you feel on Jarvis Landry?
I hate. He said what?
I don't know what's going on right now.
Oh, hold on.
What is?
I'm sorry. My computer's acting stupid, Logan. My computer's acting stupid. I apologize.
Yeah, right. You're lying. We just caught you looking up at Nyla Rose. Stop lying.
Stop it. Now my computer's acting crazy. Let me reboot that. But I think we stayed too long and it kicked me out. So hold on 1 second. While we wait to see if Joe Stevens actually.
I'll get to our next topic, Jay. You can get the slides working. We'll introduce the next topic.
Can I just mention that it's the top of the ninth of the Yankees game. The White Sox were up 2-1. Yankees are batting with runners at third and second, no outs, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
There we go. And what time? What I'm curious, Frankie. When the game started, what inning were they?
Hashioka with a high fly ball. He is out. The runner from third running in, and he is safe. He is safe. We still got a score. It's a tie ball game, 2-2. The runner from second did try to go to third, but he's out. So now we're at 2 outs. But we did score, so it's a tie ball game, top of the ninth.
All right, thank you, Frankie. Jay, while you're working on getting the slides back up,
I'm almost there. But go ahead, Logan.
Yeah, next topic is happened early in the week. Jerry Jeudy, wide receiver for the Broncos, got arrested and then subsequently released in, I think, the same day. So I don't think he's going to get hit with anything, but just an interesting story. I believe it's for maybe he was arrested on domestic battery charges, I believe. But I believe his wife or girlfriend said that, basically it's not as serious as they said. So who knows? But what were your thoughts on just seeing that get arrested?
We've seen many athletes get arrested lately. I believe in the past year for domestic violence and stuff like that. I'm just glad that he was released because she came out, or the judge came out and said that they didn't have solid evidence that he put his hands on her or anything like that. Which is
you like to see it.
Yeah, Jerry Jeudy is he's a good wide receiver. He's a good player. And it's like Pride said, I think it was Pride or someone else. They said, I think it was Rob Scott on ASAP in the Morning said the state of Colorado is a mandatory arrest state. So if you get the cops called on you, they have no choice but to arrest you. So I understand that him getting arrested because of the mandatory arrest state thing.
Mm-hmm.
But them having no solid evidence of him doing any domestic violence or stuff like that clearly states that women, some women out there are just honestly trying to get the attention because of a high athlete with money and stuff like that.
All right, here we go with the slides.
I think I'm just about there. Are we talking about Jerry Jeudy right now? Correct.
Correct.
Yes.
I'm gonna get my thoughts on Jerry Jeudy. Hey, hashtag girlfriends are assholes. Let me hashtag it again. Hashtag girlfriends can be assholes. Because let's be honest, guys. Let's call it spade a spade. I'm all about calling it spade a spade.
Mm-hmm.
And let's call it spade a spade. If you come out and say, hey, my boyfriend has been abusing me, and he gets locked up or arrested or whatever, and then you want to recant and say, no, my boyfriend never did that. Girlfriends are assholes.
They just said girlfriends are assholes.
I'm just saying, am I right or wrong? No, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But let's be honest. Let's keep it for what it really is.
And, Jay, I found some more stuff on the arrest just to shed some more light on it. So he was arrested, or he faced charges of criminal tampering with domestic violence. He got released on a $1,500 personal recognizance bond, so dirt cheap for him. And basically, it says here, one of the sheriffs said that there was no physical contact made in the dispute between Jeudy and the mother of his daughter. They said it was solely involving property, it solely involved property, and there was no damage to property. So I don't know.
He took the car seat and put it in his car, and he locked it. And he said she wasn't getting it.
Right. So there was nothing serious going on here. And like you said, Frank, I didn't know that it was a mandatory arrest state in Denver or in Colorado, and that's what happened here.
Right.
So glad that it seems like all is good with Jerry, with his girlfriend, all of that. It seems like all that's going to be water under the bridge. Hopefully, we don't see more of this pop up because you never like to see it. But it looks like it's all good now, and he's gearing up for the beginning of the season. Also, Anthony said he has a question: how many games will Watson get suspended, knowing the NFL has to make a statement?
Yeah.
Good question. I'll go 6.
Probably like 5. Yeah, 5.
Yeah, I'll go 5 or 6. Because, I mean, what's the reason they're keeping Baker on still? You know what I mean? Like,
that's
right.
honestly real. That's like honestly
again, like, when you look at the whole situation, as a whole, I mean, how do we go from here? Or how did they go from here?
I mean, it's a tough situation. I know you got Watson, who is no doubt a tremendous quarterback, but at the same time, it looks like he's about to get popped for a few games. So it's going to be real interesting. I'm surprised we haven't heard nothing about it yet. But
hey, Logan, hold on one second. I'm trying to give Joe the coordinates to get to our show.
Just
copy. I want to get his input, but at the same time, so Landry and the Saints. Let me ask you guys a question. So Jarvis Landry goes to the Saints. He possibly takes up the position of Thomas, and Thomas doesn't come. You know that Jarvis Landry is coming back full healthy. He should be full healthy. Where do we see the Saints going from here?
Well, like I said, I think. You what?
Why are we going back to the Saints and Jarvis?
I don't think he gave his.
I'm sorry. Did I miss something?
I think you were on the phone. I don't know what's going on tonight. Frank,
hold on. I know. We're kind of up in the air. I'm trying to get Joe Stevens up on the air. But what topic are we on?
Okay, well, right now, let's move on to our last topic.
Okay.
If we do get Joe on, let's talk about Christian Yelich, who hit for the cycle for the 3rd time in his career.
Jay.
Hold on, time out. I'm sorry. I see Joe Stevens is in the waiting room. They say he's in the waiting room. I don't see him in the waiting room. Logan, do you know how I overcompensate that?
Jay's gonna be
Jay.
From producing.
How do I get him? He said he's in the waiting room. How do
Jay, you would, as long as you're logged into the account, you'd be able to see him at the bottom and click him in.
I don't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't see him at the bottom.
Did you give him the right link?
I don't know. That's kind of what I'm wondering.
I don't know. So, how did you give him the wrong link?
Real quick. You know what? And it's weird because I thought I gave him the right link.
Just copy it from the URL we're at.
That's what I did.
He was the one that.
I got you.
Well, anyways, you get that sorted out. Frankie, what did you think about Christian Yelich? Fun fact: he hit for the 3rd cycle in his career, and all 3 of them were against our boy Gonzo Cincinnati Reds. First time ever done. What did you think about that?
Well, it's typical Cincinnati Reds to give up a cycle. But it's actually impressive, to be honest with you. For someone to get a cycle in 3 games in 1 season against the same team, it's insane. Like, I hope.
Okay, not the same season. Not the same season. Let me be fair. All time throughout his career.
Oh, okay, all time. I thought you meant this season.
No. If so, that would be tremendous. But
that's what I was gonna say. That's like insane. Like, he's on steroids or something. But it's an impressive thing to see, honestly. I got not
Thank you, Anthony.
that much news. Only got that much news on it because it's not a Yankee player, but
it's still super impressive though. I mean, like I said, former MVP. It's hard to hit for the cycle once, let alone 3 total times. I forget. I read an article earlier. He's only like one of maybe 5 or 6 people who have ever done it 3 times in his career, and he's the first one to ever do it against the same team in all 3 occasions. So, like I said, the cycle's hard, man, and sometimes it's where the triple is harder to hit than the home run. It just depends on the ballpark here, and honestly. Frank or Jay, what were your thoughts on the cycle hit by Yelly?
Man, hey, listen, he hit the cycle. Oh my God, man! Hey, look, the guy hit the cycle for craziness. He let me get the right page. He hit the cycle for basic. Oh, what am I pulling up here? Hold on a second. 6 players in Major League Baseball.
There you go.
I know it's crazy. 6 players in Major League Baseball have hit for 3 cycles. All cycles come against the Cardinals, or excuse me, against the Reds. All cycles come against the Reds. All 3 cycles come against the Reds.
Yes.
Bob Musial, Babe Herman,
Who?
John Riley,
Yeah.
Andre Beltre,
Yeah.
Trey
Adrian
Turner,
Beltre. Yeah.
and now
You said Andre Beltre?
Yes, Andre
Yelich.
Beltre.
You mean Andre
Yelich goes 4
Beltran?
for 5 and 3 RBIs, a triple in the 9th, a double in the 1st, a home run in the 3rd, and a single in the 5th. And this man is the number 6 guy in MLB history to hit for 3 cycles. I'm just saying.
Super impressive.
I'm just saying. Number 6 guy in MLB history to hit that much. I'm just saying.
Any luck on getting our guest on, Jay?
Now, hold on now. Hold on. I'm trying to get him on StreamYard. Hold on 1 second now. Give me 1 second.
Jay, we've given you 3 topics.
And man, I know. Damn, do I not know? Let me go to my home.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on, Jay. I mean, you know how this works. You give him the link, he pops on. You see him at the bottom, you click him in.
Well, what is that?
All right, so I'll send him the link. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, we'll give him a little bit of time because, like,
hey, we'll go from late. There. But damn, he said you're back home. The host can see you. All right, so we'll see. He said he's backstage. I'm waiting, and I'm in the back room. We'll see what happens. Give me hey, God dang, Logan.
Yes. Yes,
cover me for 3 seconds.
All right, everyone. We're waiting on Jay. I'm chilling here by myself. First off, anyone in the comments, Damien Hernandez, Anthony Price, thank y'all so much, man. Ask me any questions you got while we're chilling. Jay has left me all by myself. Frankie has also left me. Pride's been left. I'm all alone here on the show. I don't like it. It's scary here. I can't pull up comments, unfortunately, but I'll read them. Damien said, where is Nate? That's a great question. I haven't talked to Nate in a minute. Hopefully he's doing good. Anthony, thanks for saying the show is funny. We try our best each and every single week, 3 times a week. Y'all know Tuesday, Thursday, 7 o'clock. Saturdays at 8. Doing all the fun stuff here. Let's see what's going on. Frankie's in the back. Unfortunately, Frankie, I can't let you in because Jay has left the station and I'm not logged into the account. So I guess just put some thoughts in the comments before we get Jay back here. Oh. So right now, I'm going to get something going here. Like I said, we didn't have a topic tonight, but we all know that the Stanley Cup playoffs are on. Right now, the LA Kings and the Edmonton Oilers going at it. Game 7, currently right now, 0-0 score. We've already had 2 games finished today. The Boston Bruins fell to the Carolina Hurricanes 2-3, and the Tampa Bay Lightning beat the Toronto Maple Leafs 2-1. Tampa Bay won the series in a 7-game series, and Carolina also won 7-game series. So we talk about the NBA playoffs and how good they've been, how many games they've won. Well, let's not forget about the NHL playoffs. Also, Jay, Frankie is in the back. He said, get me in now. So please add our boy Frankie. Here we go.
I'm at a boy Frankie. It's interesting. I'm trying. I don't know, man.
Hey, man.
I don't know if I'm giving the wrong address. It's so crazy. I think I've added him 7 times. I don't know.
Have you added him? Because he would.
No. I don't mean add. I mean I've sent him the StreamYard.
Are you sure it's the right link?
And it can't be any other one because I hit invite, I copy it, and I send it to him.
Well, can you hear me?
Yep, loud and clear.
All right. With your MLB score updates, the Yankees and White Sox are back 2-2. Bottom of the 9th, runner on first and second, 1 out. The Guardians are up over the Minnesota Twins 3-1. Bottom of the 10th with a man on third, 1 out. Seattle's not losing to the Mets, top of the 6th, 2 outs with the score 4-0. Man on first and second. The Chicago Cubs and the Arizona Diamondbacks are tied 1-1, top of the 8th with 1 out. The Colorado Rockies are beating the Kansas City Royals with a score of 10-4. That's the middle of the 8th. The Athletics are losing to the Angels 5-1, and Jay desperately needs that, and that's the game 2 of a doubleheader. That's bottom of the third.
I saw they won game 1 with a walk-off.
Yeah, Phillies are up over the Dodgers in the top of the second. Score.
I'm gonna need them Phillies to lose, man.
St. Louis Cardinals won today against the San Francisco Giants. Final score 4-0. Logan Landers, Atlanta Braves, the defending champions, got a win over the San Diego Padres with a final score of 6-5. The Athletics won the doubleheader game 1 against the Angels with a final score 4-3. The Detroit Tigers beat the Baltimore Orioles, final score 3-0. The Miami Marlins beat the Milwaukee Brewers, final score 9-3. The Toronto Blue Jays beat the Tampa Bay Rays, final score 5-1. The Pittsburgh Pirates beat the Cincinnati Reds 3-1. The Red Sox beat the Texas Rangers 11-3. And Jay's Astros just ended their 11-game winning streak, and they lost to the Washington Nationals. Final score 13-6.
Ooh.
It don't matter. Hey, Frankie, it don't matter. You know why? Because you know what? Houston Astros are still in first place.
Anthony said, so Unscripted is hiring. I mean, we ain't got money to spend, but sure, we'll hire interns.
But Jay, I am going to say, though, they are in first place. But with the Angels doubleheader and they win this game 2, that puts the Angels in first place by a half game. So,
yeah, I'm not. You know what? The funny thing about it is like it's one thing. We just came off 11-game winning streak. Everybody's got to lose at some point. I don't think you just win the entire season out. But
that is baseball.
But if I look at my season and I see the teams I'm going against, pretty much status quo going forward. I got the Astros at number 1 in our division, and we're going to play somebody at some point at somewhere. And Frankie, don't be surprised, man. We got a 4-game. We got a 4-game homestand in New York, and it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I'm not trying to troll your team.
No. You're not trolling me. You're not trolling me. I'm saying we got a really good homestand though in New York.
You guys had an 11-game winning streak, and it came to an end. The Yankees had an 11-game winning streak, and it came to an end. All the winning streaks come to an end against a team where you wouldn't expect.
All right, Jay. Any update on our guest or?
Man, we're done with it. I'm done with it. I'm done at this point. If he can't get on the game,
the game is over, guys. The Yankees winning streak at 5 end with the final score 3-2.
Tough loss, buddy.
Yeah, it was. I just saw the final one. It was a pitch hit, walk off.
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't a good one. Went in between second and first base. But it's cool. Hey, we got another one against the White Sox tomorrow.
Yep. That's it. All right, Jay, take us on home.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, at the end of the day, man, it's been a good day for sports. Honestly, it's been a good day for us. Even though the Astros, 11-game winning streak came to an end, look, you can't win every day in the game. And Frankie knows that. Everybody knows that.
You never touched the base.
Calm yourself. You just calm yourself. Calm yourself, sir. Calm yourself. Hey, listen, you need a sabbatical. You need a sabbatical. Calm down. Calm down.
Jay?
Also, I will say to everyone tuning in, Tuesday's show will be much shorter than this, I will say.
Yeah, it will be much shorter than this. Hey, listen. Hey, Yankees, are doing well. The Astros are still doing well. As you know, I still believe it's going to be Phoenix, Milwaukee. But, hey, listen. You can't overlook Dallas, and you can't overlook the Celtics. So I'm going to tell you, tomorrow, folks, is going to be the deciding factor what the Eastern Conference, Western Conference final attendee will be for the finals. So let's not get crazy, but tomorrow's a big day. Tomorrow in NBA folklore, tomorrow is a big day between Milwaukee and also Western Conference, Phoenix, Dallas. So
yes,
I tell you, man, hey, listen, come out with your claws out. We'll be back on Tuesday to dissect what we got going forward from Sunday, and I can't wait. And I know Frankie can't wait. I damn sure know Logan can't wait. We don't. Let me be honest with you. The three of us do not have anybody in the fight. All three of us are out. But damn it, if we can't root for the people that we want to win, and I'll be honest with you, I picked Milwaukee, Phoenix, but I'm not going to be upset if Dallas gets their ass in there and represents the fine state of Texas. It is what it is. Folks, we will be back Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if I can find the right out music, we'll be out of here. I don't know that I can. Here it is.
And this is
Whole sports all plays.
Your mouth.
Whole sports all plays. Whole sports all plays. 365, we're making a place. You talking the game, get you to the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. In the airways, taking the nation. Sport all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports all plays.